die, I'm dying any minute, I will live, that people are cared for me, that it is beyond what we do. It's the lives that we are saving. Yes. It's what comes after. Yes. What impact, what am I doing to save a life? For me, that is it. I want to see us venture into other drugs.
Okay.
And that we shall do, I assure you, Crystal. That we shall do. I want to see us looking into the cardiovascular drugs, diabetes, these diseases that are, people are dealing with on a daily, and they are not drugs, or they're very expensive. So I want us to deal in such drugs. Sickle cell disease, we are seeing children die at an early age. So it's going to be huge. We are adding on our product portfolio, and Ugandans and the rest of the world should know that we've got them. Yes, we've got them. The team is committed. We are going to grow. We are going to serve them. And we can't wait to see that come to pass.
I am sitting with the head of human resource here at Qcil, that is Mr. Harrison Chigundu, who has been with the company for more than 16 years. Hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm really good. And the day is great.
That's nice to hear. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Crystal.
Head of human resource at Qcil.
Right.
Dealing with people. All manner of challenges that come with that. I think I want to start by asking you, how is it that you have stayed with the company that long?
Personally, I thought I would do maybe 5 years.
Okay.
But when I joined, I'm now counting over 16. And I feel great that I've reached this level with a company that is growing, and it is a regional leader in manufacturing of HIV, AIDS drugs, anti-malarials, and other products. And we are into a lot of expansion. So I feel proud that I'm part of the team for all of that long.
Speaking of expansion, phase 2 is happening. And I imagine 16 years ago, you did not have the number of employees that you have now. I think it's more than 500.
True.
16 years ago, how many would you say the team was?
Team was, actually, when I joined, the team was less than 100.
Less than 100?
But now today, we are talking of more than 500.
And it's going to get only
exactly. Bigger. Bigger and bigger. Very true, yes. So. Yeah, our culture actually is driven by 3 pillars. That is quality, effectiveness, and cohesion. Everything we do our best. And we work as a team, we collaborate. So that has really made us one and moving as one. We have leadership development programs to see that we have the best in place. We have put in place policies that actually nurture talent. We have recognition programs in place. We have that culture of learning, continuous learning, innovation, collaboration. So we ensure that all our talents have the right training. If it comes to training, that is our number one area. Everybody who comes in has to be taken through, because there is no second chance in pharmaceutical manufacturing. You have to do it fast all the time. And therefore, you have to have that skill. And that is the skill we keep developing. We have a combination of performance metrics, leadership assessments. We look at your potential, your proficiency, And we have a team that actually looks at what are those things you are strong at. We look at who has that potential. And we have an action tracker to ensure that if there are gaps, they are addressed. We also have mentors. Having been here for 16 years, I mentor many because I have the experience, I have the institutional memory of the company, and we have even scholars we bring in. We expose our people to outside countries, and we take them to countries like India, South Africa, Germany, just to learn those new skills. We also tap in technical people from those countries to come and be with us for months, training these people. So our training, I can say, we are benchmark. Yeah, we embrace diversity. And here, I will let you know, and culture is really good. Maybe we had a culture of, I can do it tomorrow. And then we got this culture, do it today. And along the way, which culture do you move with? Do it today because it will be efficient, it will be effective. And that's how we have what? We have moved. And of course, we have the unifying values of being accountable, being empowered, being innovative, and being rooted on trust. So those transcends culture differences. Yeah, life after well, that's something we really look for. When we work, we look at salaries, we look at benefits. But is that what really brings you to work? So we are looking at those things where staff feel valued. They connect to each other. They collaborate with happiness. So those are the things. How are they with their families and all of that? So we look at all of those. And for me, as head of HR, actually, what keeps me happy and coming to work, seeing people whom you brought very young, and they have grown, they have married, they have children. Actually, every end of year, I normally tease and say, we have created another department. And the department is, I'm talking about of over 30 employees. So end of year, you have babies that will form a department in the future. So I feel that is really great. People young, they have grown, they have families, they have taken responsibilities, not only at work, but even at what? In their families and in their community. I'm proud of that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we see this actually from the board, from our directors. Actually, they have the strategy, the vision. They are looking at Qcil. They are looking at building this plant, not only actually in Uganda, but in Africa. And for us to be there, we have to have that mindset change. We have to shift completely because we are not looking at ourselves as Ugandans. Actually, we are looking at ourselves as Africans. And Africa, we have the population of Africa, and we want to be in the entire Africa. So that is the mindset we are building, and that has to shift the way we work. How efficient are we? How effective are we? And all of that is tied with a quality mindset. Do it right all the time. Yeah, actually here, I'm really excited. It's exciting because now I'm seeing our managers grow. We've been in this company now, another plant. So which means they are going to become now broader in terms of in terms of responsibilities. So with that, there is growth. And I'm also seeing, when you're in manufacturing, you tend to, when you go up, it tends to be majority, then you tend to lower. But now with the opening of a new plant, I see people growing. And now the younger people have seen them. They want to work, see growth. And if we have a new plant, that is the growth we are looking at. So I'm seeing them being more innovative, having more responsibilities, And of course, as they grow, even the pocket has to grow because we are going to be supplying more products. We have to be more profitable, and I know our shareholders, our directors, will also be sharing with us, and we see everybody growing. Everybody growing. So actually, I'm seeing all our managers being heads of departments because we are going to create more and more departments. I see many people growing, and actually, I see more pharmacists, chemists engineers who are going to join us. So I'm really seeing this place as the best to be in. It's a program we feel proud of, where we get these younger people and expose them to our systems, our processes. We train them. And actually, we have seen that majority of them, we take them on. And those who have not taken on, I'm more confident that wherever they go, they shine. So we are really training future leaders for the country. But for Qcil, when we take them, we grow these people. And we found them very innovative, people who are very agile. And I've seen that now the managers we have come from that system. So it is really a very great system for us, and those are the managers we are having now. The interns will get them from the universities in Uganda, but not only in Uganda, even abroad.
Oh, even outside
even
Uganda.
outside Uganda. And we have the entire class, pharmacy class in Namibia. They have to come and train from here.
The entire pharmacy class?
Exactly, the entire pharmacy class, they come, we accommodate them, we give them the training for 3 weeks or 1 month, and they have the feedback we are having from the university and all, this is their best training in Africa. Yeah, actually, when we started, we were mostly male-dominated. But along the way, that has really changed. You know, even when we introduced night working, it was how could the ladies work at night and all of that. When you go to engineering, you know, engineering, the way they dress, the gowns, the overalls, that also wasn't looking feminine. But along the way, that mindset has changed. Now in production, we have females, and engineering, we have them. And now we are at 30-70. But we actually intentional to see to it that we grow the female gender. And to me, the happiness is that now I see even managers coming to say specifically, this role, I will take a lady. It is coming from, you know, when you see, especially from production, from engineering, where it was male-dominated, and you see managers saying, no, I'm now happy. I'm seeing them giving female projects to lead the projects, and very successful projects. So I always tell the ladies we have, please be the example so that we bring more and more. And I see we are open, the managers are open, leaders are open, the board has also is open, and that's why we have the policy in place.
I am now sitting with the CEO here at Qcil, Mr. Ajay Pal, and there's quite a lot to discuss in terms of the vision and leadership for this company. Hello and welcome.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
Wonderful and busy. Very busy.
Noted. Okay, so you came into Qcil as a Chief Operating Officer, I believe. How was it at that point in time? What was the vision, the state of the company?
Oh, wow. It's like 5 years back. Been now 5 years in QCIL. And you'll be surprised that I landed on February of 2020, and 1 month down the line, COVID. Yes. So if you're asking me what was the vision at that time, it was purely that how we remain operational throughout the COVID period. So yeah, that's the only thought I had at that time, that what we do to sustain and continue to operate. And there was a bigger reason, just not manufacturing the company, but because we make life-saving treatments. And at COVID, I think everyone was scared. There was a huge issue of supply of medicines in the continent, not only just for COVID as a treatment, but also for diseases like HIV and malaria. So we had a double responsibility. One is to produce possible potential solutions for COVID, because it was nobody knew what to do, and also to continue to produce treatment for HIV, because I think the people who were most vulnerable at that time was HIV patients. Fundamental thing I have learned for leadership is transparency. Right? There is never a situation where I know more than what my team knows or my staff knows. If we all are on the same platform in understanding where we are going, it becomes much more easier to navigate. People appreciate what you say. People appreciate the journey they are taking with you. So I think transparency is one big thing I have built in my leadership over years. Two is also to have very clear, bold vision. Right? So vision for us is not incremental in nature. It's not like we grow by 5%, 2%, or we do a little bit more this or that. Our vision are very bold, and it's very well shared, where we want to go, where we are heading. I think when you inform people of where we are going, the journey also becomes very, very easier. You know, it does have its own challenges, but everyone appreciate, because what we are taking, where we are heading, and what does that make in the end for them as a team. So I think those two things, over years I've seen works for me, and it worked in favor of me leading an organization. It has two aspects. One aspect is, which has always had a vision of that, how we reduce this dependence on import as a company. And we did a lot of work towards it. When the company was founded, we do quite substantial volume and have a import substitution to a greater extent. So one was to build capacity to do it more. We did well for like last 20 years. We reached almost like 20-30% of it. The idea is now how we build more capacity so that that import substitution can grow to the extent of 50-60%. So one is that, right? So, and then two is building capability. It's always been questioned that can Africa do this thing themselves? Can they produce best-in-class product? Can they develop those best-in-class product? There's always that connotation sitting with that, no, it's very difficult, the capabilities are not there, the quality of talent is not there. But the second thing is, the second aspect of that is to prove the world wrong, right? And working here for 5 years, I do see a huge talent pool. Only thing you need to try to do is to provide them the environment where they can thrive, right? So that's the whole idea. And the second phase has a capability element attached to it. We're bringing new therapy. We're bringing new technology altogether. We're bringing technologies in the space of injectables. Can we do those injectables which the world is always afraid to say, okay, no, it needs a lot of capability, the knowledge, the technical awareness. And I think we very, very confident on the team we have and the team which will join us in future as well. I do believe there are people who are going to look and say, okay, I want to work for Qcil one day. We do a lot of work in encouraging those people, bringing, onboarding them, showcasing them what is pharmaceuticals looks like, right? So I think the idea is, second part of that journey is to build capability. Capability also of self-sustenance, right? So today we depend on product and product knowledge from outside world. There is very less within the continent. I'm not even talking Uganda, within the continent. There are some development in South Africa. It's quite advanced in that space. But apart from that, the research and development capability of products is also very, very poor. We are also, as a part of the second phase, trying to bring that element. So there is consistent effort toward building research and development capability within Uganda alone. And I am confident that we will bring better, best. The product which right now people may say is only accessible to first world is accessible to every Ugandan, every East African. So that's the vision we are working with in terms of adding capability within the region. Sustaining the whole COVID time, it was a great milestone. It may not be a milestone as the target, but getting through that phase, including we manufactured even the treatment. Later on, obviously, the vaccine became the priority over any other thing. But doing that all first time with no external help, it was a great confidence booster for us. It also formed I always say we do a pilot phase, right? So it was a pilot phase for what we are doing today. Mm-hmm. We tested and tried. Can we do development? Can we do small scale production? Can we bring new products suddenly out of the blue, right? And that became foundation of we trusting our own capability, and that has been actually now built today. So that was a pilot at that time. It was also a great milestone when, Cipla exited. So Cipla was a great support, help, they actually built this company where we are today. And imagine, coming to a point where saying we are not partners anymore, right? And, yes, as a part of the exit, there are a lot of work we did together, and they still work with us in times of access to products and different categories. But it was, at that time, thinking of that there is no pharmaceutical backing. The company has to stand on itself, right? So I would assume that was also a great milestone that we crossed that and we delivered better performance, right? Both from the kind of product we are bringing and even as a business, as a performance of the business altogether. Reaching the stage of where, the board and the banks can trust you, that they can fund you for a greater next phase. I think it's also a great milestone. It talks about the strength of the company's, P&L and the balance sheet, that what we are doing, it has substance, it's tested. It's not like suddenly we'll say it's not a startup, right? So agreeing to that stage, reaching that stage of putting investment, and we're going to do a groundbreaking in next 1 or 2 weeks or by 8th of October. I think that's a great milestone. It shows progress. The 20 years of work, reaching a stage where you can, all what you created, now you're reinvesting for next 20 years. I think that's a great milestone as well. So yeah, I would always work toward how we reduce the import dependence of the continent. I will work for that. I will always work for how we make sure that the best class product is available for every person who needs it in the continent. So I think those are my two internal drivers, that I want to bring products which people can access, which is best in class, only available in few countries, to every African, in East Africa, in Uganda. And two is how we reduce this dependence, right? That we keep on saying that the huge import is in the continent. We get all the medicines from outside. So how we change that paradigm? Why we can't shift it? When we're going to reach when we will be neutral in what we import and what we actually export? So I think those two would be the good milestones to watch for. I would definitely look forward to.
And in many ways, you are talking about changing the African story.
Absolutely. We have the talent, we have capacity, we have resources, we have people who work here. Why we cannot change that story? I think the story has to be changed. I strongly believe that health is not a burden on the continent, right? The whole issue of healthcare and the burden of healthcare, actually it is the growth driver. I'll give an example, right? Look, Qcil, we employ 500 people. Yes. It has an economic value add. Those 500 people earn salary, then they invest in economy, right? They consume from the economy, right? We export. We get direct foreign money forex within the country. It's an economic value add. We have secondary industry, industry of PR. Like your industry, it helps because there is a big industry and then it supports those industries alongside it. We consistently work to localize whatever we can, right? So we go into looking at operations and we see how much of that we can localize. Can we buy packaging locally? Can we buy other parts locally? So that adds to the environment. we are building an ecosystem by talent pool. So we have people, the people operate within the ecosystem. More industries are looking at us as an example, ours, and then setting up, right? So it's building ecosystem. So there's a huge value, by making it locally. And I think healthcare can or should become a growth driver for the continent. I think there is also a very interesting product we're going to launch, and we have created a separate capacity in our manufacturing premises called hydroxyurea, and it's for sickle cell treatment. It's also very interesting why we came across that product and why we decided to do. We realized that in Uganda alone, there are 30,000 babies who are born with sickle cell disease, and most of them condemned to death because there is no cure. The treatment which is existing is only this one, hydroxyurea, right now. There are new developments of plasma therapy and new developments happening, but accessibility point of view, it is purely hydroxyurea, which is the preferred choice of product. And the treatment is lifelong, so you take all the time. So when we came across that data and we had a meeting with a couple of experts who work in this space, we were moved. As I said, the story of HIV is because the founder were moved by what has happened, what they experienced in their life. And so does the philosophy still remain at that.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you're most welcome, but we wanted to quickly introduce the live feed. Christo, you want to speak to this? Because I notice you've become the Qcil expert now. You're the inside woman in the company.
Inside woman. Yeah. What an interesting way to put it. A very good morning to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Our guest of honor have arrived,
yes.
As you can see,
yes.
The Right Honourable Deputy Speaker of Parliament. And quite a few things are going to be happening. Today is extremely exciting. Not only are we celebrating 20 years of Qcil, but there's also going to be the launch of a very incredible, highly technical lab, a Qcil lab that I believe is unique to Quality Chemical Industries Limited. There's going to be a slight tour of the facility as well.
Yes.
We'll be having a groundbreaking as well, because phase 2 is something you'll be hearing a lot about today.
Yes.
And then, of course, our guest of honor will be joining us here in the tent for the formal part of the program.
Where we also launched the neonatal medicines,
yes,
right?
The new pediatric medication.
Yes.
Yes.
Here we go. That's the very first point of call. And we are witnessing the very first point of call for our chief guest, where he officially commissions the lab. Can we appreciate what we are seeing, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, indeed. Can we have a round of applause for that? This, again, is an incredible feat. One of the things you will continue to hear about and learn about when we celebrate 20 years of Qcil is the culture of excellence, the culture of growth, the culture of innovation. As we heard from Harrison in the interviews earlier, do it right all the time. You cannot make any mistakes when it comes to this particular space. And of course, this lab is going to make Qcil even more important in the region. One of the things that you mentioned during the interviews that I found absolutely fascinating was hearing that this is not just a Ugandan story, but in many ways an African story. Yes, we are coming out of Uganda, but we are here to serve the continent and eventually the rest of the world.
Excellent. And we have the health minister who's joined our chief guest and is part of the welcome party for our chief guest as they take the tour. So they will move from the quality lab, as you mentioned, and move to commissioning of phase 2.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
So after the lab, we will now see them come through for the groundbreaking, which again is going to be marking phase 2, which we'll hear a lot more of.
All right. So very shortly, as soon as they join us, we have quite a short program that will allow for our chief guest to attend to other matters. But we want, in a very special way, to welcome you to this 20-year celebration.
20 years, ladies and gentlemen, 2 decades.
Appreciate that, ladies and
Of
gentlemen. Big
Qcil.
round of applause. We want to appreciate everyone. The staff are here, and we'll recognize them at the
Yes,
right
the
time.
family. Can we
Yes.
just say hello to the Qcil family that are here with us today? Can you
Qcil
just
family,
wave
just
wherever
wave
you
to us.
are?
Just wave to us. Just wave to us. We have 500 of them who will be joining us
Yes,
here. in
over
the tent.
500.
Yes.
And you are very much a part of this story.
20 years of life after well.
Life after well.
You want to speak to life after well, because that's something that came up in your interviews. I had that with the HR. I had that with our CEO.
Yes.
And it's very ingrained in every single member of the family. You're calling it the Qcil family.
Exactly.
Yes.
I will
life
say,
after well.
coming in, I was like, okay, what does life after well mean exactly? And it's simply walking the journey with you through life, much as you may access treatments here from Qcil. What is the quality of life that you enjoy? And quality of life is not just about the treatment. It's about your health, the support, all the things that go in the future. Because one of the things that was very important to the founders, and as you know, one of the things that touched me so deeply was the HIV story that so many people remember from the 90s, the 80s and the 90s, and how for many people it was literally a death sentence. But we know now that you can have a beautiful quality life. So life after well is what comes after you're healed, after you've had the treatments. What quality of life can you enjoy?
Wow, and when you spoke to the HR, he spoke to why life after well must speak to the family too. It's just one thing to provide life-saving drugs, and then another to have a team, a family here that actually feels part of this journey, this 20-year journey. And life after well must resonate with the family first before you have to attend to the patient.
Exactly. And I think that is one of the reasons, and in all the interviews, I felt the heart and commitment from all the people I interviewed, because it's not only about just delivering the treatment, delivering a service. It's actually about making sure we hear about work-life balance, but work-life balance is integrated.
All right, our chief guest is right next to us, and we now are ready for phase 2.
Yes, indeed.
The groundbreaking.
The groundbreaking
Yes.
is so exciting because phase 2 is actually going to be a facility that is twice the size of the original Qcil facility. So, yes, can we have a round of applause for that? So 20 years down the road.
Yes.
We've seen what has happened. We're going to celebrate many of the milestones, but it's also the start of this exciting new journey.
So count us down here, because we are witnessing this. So we need to clap so they can also hear us across
Okay.
there, right? Let's appreciate this, ladies and gentlemen. Our chief guest has officially unveiled the groundbreaking.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. So many things to celebrate today, but exciting because it's also the start of a new chapter. Well, so now we have the groundbreaking that is happening. Many of you can see it outside the tent to your right side. Yes, a bit of work going into it as well. I think, again, can we give them a round of applause so they can hear that we are supporting them and we can see what is actually happening right now. We are now going to have our chief guest make his way to the tent. So I'd like to get us all set and ready for that, ladies and gentlemen. It's important to go green and, of course, appreciate our environment. That's one of the things that I'm sure you have seen that is very clear here at Qcil. So we are also planting a tree, something that is important for all companies that are not only thinking about today, but the future and future generations.
Immediately after this, the chief guest will be joining us here in the main tent, and I'll invite Cristo to join me at the front, where shortly our chief guest will walk in, and will then at that point request that we will all be upstanding. We'll have the anthems, and later a word of prayer. And Bishop, please be on standby because you will do this for us. And as soon as we conclude our prayers, our LC1 chairperson, Ajatwaniliza Muchitundu. Christo, I wanted to hear some of your Luganda.
This man has put me on the spot today.
Yeah. This is my chance. This is the only time.
You know when people say that their Luganda is for hearing but not for speaking, I'm that person.
That's a good one.
But yes, indeed, we have the LC1 chairperson who is here with us today. That is Nasozi Maxensia. Would like to recognize your presence. Thank you so much for being here with us.
LC1 chair aliwa banange tumulabeko banandi yagado okwa jangu kumpi wano nsagalo bereko wala jangu kumpi chair mumulaba ndowooza naye bakwongera akalulu okomawo ojja kumbulira ebyo tujja byogerako wano sagala Owechitibwa is now measuring my Luganda. This is very difficult. I will ask for my scorecard after this. All right.
I'll be standing over here watching you. Thank you for coming closer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome all of you for what is truly our journey. And shortly, our chief guest is going to run through our memory lane. It's a beautiful memory lane. If you walked through the nice arc that is at the entrance,
right,
takes you through quite the memory.
20 years, 2 decades,
yes,
is no small thing.
Yes.
If you were to compare it to a human being, someone who started out as a baby, could not speak, could not sit, could not do anything, to where we are today, walking strong, proud, and making a difference in the world. So 20 years is quite a celebration. All right, they are going to come through the memory lane and they will be joining us shortly. So we have our chief guest, the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker of Parliament, as well as the Minister of Health and the delegation that is escorting them. Of course, our dignitaries and VIPs from Qcil, as well as they make their way to the front.
Ladies and gentlemen, our chief guest is joining us shortly. I'll invite you to be upstanding. Let's very fast have some photo moments. Please remain seated just for a moment. We'll ask you to be upstanding shortly. He will have the fact board, yeah,
yes,
the 20-year milestone fact board. And it's quite the best background you could have for a photo moment with your chief guest. It literally speaks to the journey of Qcil.
And some of the major milestones that we will hear more about. For many of you who were able to watch the interviews, there were points of pride, I think, that we could all feel, not just see, but actually feel, because the milestones have been massive, but also incredibly memorable.
We want to welcome our chief guest and also welcome the Ministry of Health, the aligned ministry under which Qcil falls. We want to appreciate all the health practitioners who are here in the room, our partners, and we appreciate all of you for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, may we now be upstanding to receive our chief guest. And can we give him a warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen? The Right Honorable Deputy Speaker of the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda is joining us, and our chief guest here is here with us and will be our chief guest this morning. And we want to welcome you, our chief guest, for joining us this morning. Please welcome him once again, ladies and
Please,
gentlemen.
round of applause. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here for this celebration. 20 years of life after well here at Quality Chemical Industries Limited.
We'll remain standing, ladies and gentlemen. We will have the anthems. We'll have just one stanza of each of the anthems, and thereafter I'll invite the bishop for a word of prayer. May we have the anthems, please. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as I invite our retired Bishop Hannington Mutebi to come and lead us in a word of prayer.
The Lord be with you. Let us pray. Almighty God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, we thank you very much, Lord, for the gift of life and the gift of this new day. We thank you, Lord, for the journey mercies you have accorded to each one of us to this destination. Lord, we are here to join our brothers and sisters of Quality Chemical Industries to give you thanks for the 20 years of dedicated service. We, your children, believe and know that without you, Lord, we cannot do anything. So when we look back and see what Qcil has done, manufacturing quality and affordable medicines to improve the health of your people in Uganda and beyond. We thank you, Lord, for the sustainable peace in our country. Because without peace, we cannot witness such development. So we are here to say a big thank you to you, Lord. And indeed, you have been at the center of this success. And we want to thank you, Almighty Father, for your faithfulness. And as we look forward to a new manufacturing facility, we acknowledge with the wisdom of Psalm 127 that unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain. Unless the Lord watches over the city, the watchman stands on guard in vain. So we commit this company and all their future work into your capable hands, trusting that your presence and blessing are essential for its true and lasting success. We thank you, Lord, for the wisdom and the vision. And we ask for more wisdom and discernment for the leaders, the boards, and all who have responsibility to guide this company. May their efforts be aligned with your will, ensuring that every decision prioritizes the well-being of others and the ethical advancement of medicine. We pray for all the employees of this company that they continue to be men and women of integrity in what they do. And for those who will work on the proposed site for the new facility, from the construction phase to the ongoing operation, we pray that you protect them from harm as they handle machinery and complex processes. Grant them strength, safety, and passion for serving others through their work. Now, Father, for the purpose and the impact, we commit to you this company's mission to improve quality of life by increasing access to effective, affordable medicines. May the research, development, and production within the walls of Qcil brings forth solutions that alleviate suffering and bring hope to countless lives. We ask that your hand of blessing be upon all those who we have prayed for. And as we continue, Father, to see what is coming up, we thank you for the 20 years. We thank you for your presence. And we ask you that, Lord, you stand with us even the next 20 years to come. You be the foundation, because what is being done here is to bring about health. Because your word says in John 10:10 that you came that they may have life and have it to the fullness. And Father, it's only you who can provide that. So these people, as we stand here, they are stepping in your feet to see that this is realized. But we thank you, and we pray that you bless us, bless our leaders in this nation, and bless Qcil as they continue to serve our country and beyond. We pray all this believing and trusting Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. You may take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for that word of prayer that sets the tone for this celebration. 20 years of life after well at Qcil.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together as we celebrate 20 years of Qcil, ladies and gentlemen? I want, in a very short while, to run through the protocol. And our chief guest doesn't have too much time with us. I humbly request that when you come to join us, please just state that the MCs have mentioned the protocol and just say, protocol observed, just so we can save some time. Our chief guest, the Deputy Speaker of Uganda's Parliament, the Right Honorable Thomas Tayebwa. Can we appreciate him, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us? The Honorable Minister of Health, Dr. Jen Ruth Chang. Can we appreciate our Honorable Minister? The Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Dr. Diana Atwine. Can we appreciate our Permanent Secretary, ladies and gentlemen? And in a very special way, allow me request that we put our hands together for the Chairman of the Board of Quality Chemical Industries. Big round of applause for our very own Emmanuel Katongole. And another big round of applause for our co-founders and directors. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And just before I leave this section, allow me to recognize our CEO and the management team here at Qcil for a great job you're doing. Your Excellencies, the ambassadors and heads, the consul generals and various diplomatic corps members, the heads of government agencies that include our regulator, NDA, our health practitioners, who are here in the room to celebrate these great 20 years. And a very special category, the Rotary family. Can we appreciate the Rotary family that is here in the room, ladies and gentlemen? Myself and Crystal will recognize some of our VIPs who are here in the room, but allow me mention that we today are celebrating the Qcil family. And we will not end this before we mention the Qcil family, the members of staff. Can we give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? And finally, the Fourth Estate. We want to thank you all for joining us for this grand celebration of 20 years. And please, let's be mindful that the chief guest has a very, very short time with us, and we'll try and manage that time while we are here.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. My co-host today is Morris Mugisha, and my name is Crystal Newman. It is truly an honor to have you here, each and every one of you, for this glorious celebration. I say glorious because over the last few weeks, I have been privileged to sit down with some of the co-founders and some of the longest-serving staff members to hear about this journey. 20 years is a long time, 2 decades, and there's so many milestones that we are going to be celebrating. Now, as many of you know, I believe you know, Qcil is a publicly listed pharmaceutical manufacturing company that was established here in Uganda by Ugandans in 2005. That is incredibly important.
Banange chotuchukubire mungalo by Ugandans.
By Ugandans, with a vision to not only serve Uganda, but the entire continent and eventually the rest of the world. So that's why it's so exciting that we'll also be getting into the start of phase 2. Now, one of the things you've also heard is that Qcil is the largest producer of World Health Organization pre-qualified HIV, AIDS, and malaria treatments in the region. So this is no small feat, may I say, no small feat. Ladies and gentlemen, would like to jump straight into hearing our next speaker, that is today, and I'd like to invite the LC1 chairperson, that is Nasozi Maxensia, to come and make her remarks. You're most welcome.
The CEO, the management, all invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, protocol observed. By names of Maxensia Nasozi, chairperson LC1 of this area. I'm so much honored to invite us on this day of the 20th anniversary celebrations. Thank you so much. I'm really thanking the CEO because he has done a lot on our area, giving our boys jobs, boys and girls, giving us as a community. In my area, he has done a lot. Thank you so much, Mr. CEO. Bannange mbebaziza nnyo olw'okujja mwenna ku mukolo guno ogw'okuweza emyaka 2. Nze okusima kwange kugendedde ddala ewa CEO lwakuba tuyambye nnyo, community agirimu nnyo. Mwebazizza nnyo, weebale nnyo se weebalire ddala. Atuwa ebitiiyo, atuwa amazzi, atuwa biki seminti, byonna byonna. Nze ndi musanyufu nnyo bannange mukubireko mu ngalo. Mbebaziza nnyo olw'okujja abangi bwe muti. mutuule entende security eri tight. Sijja kwogera bingi kuba obudde butono. Neyanziza nnyo neyanzeege.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we appreciate our LC1 chairperson? Right, Honorable. Indeed, today as we talk about affordability and availability of our life-saving drugs, the HIV and AIDS drugs and malaria treatment drugs, these 20-year milestone can best be described through videography, and we've put together quite a bit of work on the factory itself and what the team has been up to over the last few years. We want to invite you, ladies and gentlemen, to turn to the screens as we run our very first video of the day.
Welcome to Quality Chemical Industries Limited, Qcil, the largest manufacturer of World Health Organization pre-qualified HIV/AIDS and malaria treatments in the region. Join us on this guided tour through our world-class facility where life after well begins. Our journey begins at the stores. Every material arriving at Qcil undergoes strict security checks, documentation, and inspection. After offloading through controlled airlocks, materials are quarantined until tested in the Quality Control Laboratory. Only materials that meet our rigorous standards move into the approved raw material store, where they are weighed and dispensed under monitored conditions, ready for production. In production, raw materials are prepared with precision. Sieving ensures uniform particle size, while dry and wet granulation transforms powders into stable, consistent granules, the foundation of reliable medicines. Blending combines active ingredients with excipients to guarantee equal distribution in every dose. At each stage, in-process quality control checks monitor weight, hardness, and uniformity, safeguarding quality before the next step. State-of-the-art machinery compresses granules into tablets. Coating further enhances stability, protects potency, and improves patient compliance. Finished intermediates are stored securely under good manufacturing practices with full traceability before packaging. At Qcil, quality is not an act but a culture. In our QC laboratories, raw materials, intermediates, and finished products are tested for identity, purity, potency, and safety. From advanced HPLC analysis to microbiology and long-term stability studies, every batch is verified and documented to meet international standards. In packaging, precision meets safety. Clean bottles are filled, inspected, sealed, and labeled with critical dosage and expiry details. Automated systems reject any non-conforming packs. Barcodes and QR codes ensure every product is traceable, whether for 1 month or 6-month patient supplies. Finally, medicines are boxed, palletized, and shrink-wrapped, ready for distribution. In our warehouses, packaged medicines are organized and tracked with efficiency. Forklifts, digital records, and strict monitoring maintain the integrity of every consignment. From the dispatch bay, medicines are loaded under monitored conditions. Data loggers safeguard temperature during transport. Qcil ensures safe, compliant, and timely delivery from Africa for Africa. Our commitment goes beyond manufacturing. Qcil leads with sustainable practices from water purification systems to condensate recovery, wastewater treatment to carbon reduction and waste segregation. Occupational health and safety programs, including lactation rooms, cafeterias, and continuous training, nurture the very people behind our success. Qcil is more than a factory. It is a beacon of pharmaceutical excellence in Africa for Africa. As the region's largest manufacturer of World Health Organization pre-qualified HIV/AIDS and malaria treatments, we remain committed to improving the quality of life by delivering effective, affordable medicines made to global standards right here in Africa. Because when we are well, we can live life after well. Qcil, life after well.
A beacon of pharmaceutical excellence in Africa for Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, 20 years, 2 decades of Quality Chemical Industries Limited. Can we have a round of applause for that? It's quite the story, I must say, and something that I believe is public knowledge is where we are today and where the facility is was actually a potato garden. I'm told it was gardens. Potatoes were being grown right where we are for the prisons until this land was donated and became this industrial park that we're at right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it now gives me great pleasure to welcome the CEO of Qcil, that is Mr. Ajay Pal. You are most welcome.
Right Honorable Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Taiva, representing His Excellency the President, Honorable Minister of Health, Jen Cheng, all the distinguished guests, all protocols observed. Good morning and welcome to Qcil. It is both a great honor and a moment of deep pride to stand before you as we mark a truly significant occasion in the life of our company, the 20th anniversary celebration of Quality Chemical Industries Limited, Qcil, and laying the foundation stone for our new state-of-art manufacturing facility and an R&D center. Let me begin by first sincerely thanking Your Excellency, represented by Right Honorable Deputy Speaker, and all the distinguished guests present here today. For gracing this occasion, your presence is not just an honor to us, but also a strong testament to the value you place on local pharmaceutical manufacturing and its role in safeguarding public health outcomes across the continent. 20 years ago, Qcil was a bold idea born out of compelling needs to make quality assured, affordable medicines locally available for the diseases which disproportionately impact our country. We began humbly with just one product and one therapy area, HIV. Today, through dedication, science, and partnership, we have 25 products across 9 therapeutic areas, starting from HIV all the way to lifestyle diseases like diabetes and cardiovascular. We achieved WHO pre-qualification and qualification from all major regulators on the continent. Our product registrations spans across 31 countries, and we actively export to 14 among them. Our impact is measurable and meaningful. We annually produced close to 17 million treatments for HIV, and we produce more than 24 million treatments for malaria. 17 million treatments means at least 500,000 HIV patients consume and depend on medicines produced by this factory here in Kampala, Uganda. Soon, we will be launching pediatric HIV formulation, bringing hope to youngest among HIV people. At Qcil, we not only manufacture, but we manufacture sustainably. In our quest to leave the planet as we inherited for our children, we continue to strive for responsible growth. I am proud to share that we have already achieved 90% reduction in waste to landfill generated by our factory here, and we will actively working toward carbon neutrality and water neutrality across all our operations. Our upcoming factory is being designed with environmental stewardship and its core using energy efficient systems to reduce greenhouse gases emission, closed loop water management system to significantly reduce blue water consumption, and circular waste practices to move us to close to zero waste generated by the site. For us, sustainability is not a side goal. It is a way of doing business, a responsibility for future generations, and an essential part of our identity as a company that cares. None of this would have been possible without the visionary partnerships and believed in us when we were just starting. Allow me to express our deepest gratitude to Government of Uganda, President, for the trust and the support and the belief in the company. To Cipla India, our founding technical and strategic partner, Cipla believed in the power of local manufacturing and stood beside us with critical technology transfer, guidance, and unwavering support. We also extend heartfelt thanks to our shareholders, particularly Africa Capital Work. Your belief in Qcil's vision and your bold decision to bet on local pharmaceutical company helped us turn aspirations into actions. To our customers, the Ministry of Health, donors, procurement agencies, global health organizations, and private sector partners, thank you. Thank you for your trust, your loyalty, and your partnership over the years. It is your confidence in our quality and our reliability that has allowed us to scale, serve, and save lives. We exist to serve your mission, and we remain committed to exceeding your expectations. To our banking partners, and I hope some of them are joined us today, thank you for trusting us with your investment and enabling us to scale responsibly. Today, as we laid the foundation stone for a new facility, we do more than just launch construction. We are laying a foundation for a healthier future, a facility that will expand our capacity to serve more patients, add therapeutic areas like tuberculosis, sickle cell, introduce manufacturing capabilities for long-acting injectables, a new frontier in treatment efficiency, and house a cutting-edge research and development center right here in Uganda to develop new solutions for evolving healthcare challenges. This expansion is a strategic leap forward, aligning with the African Union's agenda for pharmaceutical self-reliance, echoing the global call for resilient, decentralized health systems. Qcil is what it is today because of our people. 500 of us passionate professionals, scientists, engineers, operators, administrators have made our success possible. To our team, thank you for your resilience, your brilliance, and your commitment to quality. This celebration is yours. As we look back at 20-year journey, we are filled with pride, but more importantly, as we look ahead, we are filled with purpose. The foundation we lay today is not just for building. It is for the future where access to quality, affordable healthcare is no longer a privilege, but a right. A future where African science leads African solutions. We are building hope right here at home. On behalf of Quality Family, Qcil family, I thank you once again for joining me today and us today and believing in our journey. Let us continue building together. I welcome once again. Thank you very much for coming to Qcil. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our CEO, Mr. Ajay Kumar Pal, here at Qcil.
Christo, you need to mention that every single other person has made a different pronunciation of his name.
Our CEO did tell me that in some spaces they call him AJ, which is actually really funky. But today, Mr. Ajay.
Christo, the
Mr.
chairman
Ajay Pal.
is on standby. We can't do what we wanted to do. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of the three musketeers, Chairman Emmanuel Katongole.
Right, Honorable Deputy Speaker of Parliament, representing His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, Honorable Thomas Tayebwa, the Honorable Minister of Health, Jen Ruth Acheng, you'll allow me, dear friends, that I stand on a protocol that has been given, but I'll be very unfair if I don't recognize the presence of the second Deputy Qcil of Uganda and the Minister of Finance and Economic Planning of the Kingdom of Uganda, Oweekitiibwa Robert Wagwansibirwa, and the entire team you came with. Right, Honorable Deputy Speaker, it is with immense pride and profound gratitude that I stand here before you today on this momentous occasion. We are gathered here to celebrate 4 landmark events in the life of Quality Chemical Industries. The first is our 20th anniversary. Second is the commissioning of a state-of-the-art laboratory, and I believe the best laboratory on the African continent, which you just commissioned a couple of minutes ago, right, Honorable Deputy Speaker of Parliament. The third event is the groundbreaking of what we believe will be one of the largest, if not the largest, single manufacturing unit for medicine on the African continent. And the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker of Parliament is just done the groundbreaking. And the last event, which is also a first on the continent, the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker of Parliament, together with the Minister of Health, will be launching the first pediatric ARV on the African continent. It's such a beautiful symmetry that these events take place today on the eve of our independence. Our company was inaugurated in October. His Excellency the President opened this plant, the first plant, on the 8th of October. And today is the 8th of October, and what a great way to celebrate this as part of our independence. It truly means a lot to us and to the people of Uganda. On behalf of the company's board and our entire team, I wish to begin by expressing our deepest gratitude. And our first gratitude go to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. This company is what it is today because of the President's unwavering vision for an industrialized and self-reliant Africa. He has always championed African solutions for African challenges. And Quality Chemical Industries Limited is proud to be a living example of that philosophy, which is a story of African independence in health. The President believed that Uganda could build a world-class pharmaceutical capacity, and today, his vision is here to be seen. But friends, allow me share my heart as far as the contribution of President Yoweri Museveni to this place where we are today. We were humble traders, and 6 of us. Unfortunately, 2 have since departed, and the 3rd one exited the business, and we remained with 3 of us, my brother George Baguma, and my brother Frederick Mutebi-Kitaka. We were simple businessmen, traders in HIV and malaria medicines. And when the day came, we started developing that urge that we could manufacture these medicines. We didn't know how to do it and what to do. Somehow, by God's grace, we were introduced to His Excellency, the President of Uganda. And I must tell you, for the 3 of us, it was the first time to meet the President of Uganda. Probably for George, because he tried fighting and he gave up. But for us, it was the first time. We explained to him our dream. He looked at us, and truth be told, I was trembling. The next day, around 6 a.m., I received a call from the President. And that is probably the most important telephone call I've ever received in my life. Because he just said in Uganda, I believed in what you told me. And he asked for the way forward. Fast forward, the President asked the then Minister of Health, General Jim Mwezi, to travel with us to India to negotiate for this technology. So he did. When we came back, General Mwezi described to the President on what he saw in India. He then asked the then Vice President of Uganda, Professor Bukenya, to again go and make sure that we get that technology. That was total commitment. Indeed, CIPLA accepted to be with us because the government of Uganda, under President Museveni's leadership, was determined to support us. When we came back, we started on technology which CIPLA had given. Let me tell you, friends, 20 years ago, slightly more than 20 years ago, we were relatively young people. We did not have that money. We needed $33 million to build the plant. We went back to the President to ask for help. And he told us he could not do it because it was not legally possible. But he suggested that he could give us a letter committing the government of Uganda to buy all the medicines that we are going to manufacture, so long as we met international standards. Within 2 days, we received that famous blue letter. The three of us started running to banks. And Barclays Bank, after reading the president's letter, gave us $18 million. We needed $33 million. We went back to CIPLA. We explained, and CIPLA said, we'll help you. And they gave us a loan of $10 million. We took a leap of faith that we could do it. We started the construction. Before we started construction, we didn't have land. Again, we wrote to the president of Uganda. And he called again and said, look for the land and let me know. A friend of ours told us there was land in Ruzida for prisons. We did tell the president. Within 2 days, the president wrote a directive converting this land, which was a potato plantation, into an industrial park. And he allocated to us 30 acres of land. We were to pay $80,000 per acre. But when the president came to know, he called and said, never. You are going to do a national service. That land should be given to you free of charge. And the land was given to us free of charge. We built a factory. At the end, we had a shortage of $5 million. We said, what do we do? We went back, actually crying like babies, to the president. The president called a number of people, led by the then Prime Minister, may his soul rest in peace. And the meeting was at 1 a.m. I tell you, one after the other said this was not possible. And these boys could not do this in Africa. Why should they be the first people to do this in Africa? The president actually, I don't want to use the words because they were very strong words that he told them. He said he believed in it and he will find the money. Within 10 days, we had $5 million as a loan from the president. We finished, and he told us we must pay back the money as soon as we get it. He came and commissioned the plant as Africa's, Sub-Saharan Africa, first WHO-approved manufacturing facility on the continent. So friends, when you see some of us walking on yellow carpets, please understand, and we have no regret for that. Right, Honorable Speaker, I know you're going to meet the President today. Please let him know how grateful we are for his support. Would like to say thank you to especially Dr. Yusuf Hamid, the chairman of CIPLA. When he gave an offer to technology to African countries, he just mentioned one. Uganda must fail first before I give this technology to anyone else. And indeed, he did not give the technology to any other company except us. And for that, we'll remain grateful. We'd like to recognize our partners. Beth Mendel, Africa Capital Works. Beth, you come and stand with me here. You know, this lady is an amazing lady. When we just started working, he came to know what we are doing. She's an American, resident in South Africa. Met Frederick, George, and I, looked into our eyes, shared our vision, and she gave us $12 million without any guarantee. Thank you, Beth. Thank you so very much. And then another friend of ours, Zain Latif of TLG Capital in London, he also gave us $11 million. And that's how we managed to pay off the loans, particularly the loan from His Excellency the President. We really thank you so very much, Beth. What have we achieved? We have grown from a humble beginning to employ over 500 professionals, young girls and boys who never had an opportunity to ever see how an atom, a molecule, is dissected to make medicine. And with the commissioning of this new factory, we are going to about 2,000 of these young people, scientists, engineers, biochemists, and all that. And we are proud of that. Over the last decade, we have retained in the economy of Uganda over $500 million that the government of Uganda will have used to import medicines from out. We have presence now in 34 African countries, out of which 14 countries do full trading with us. But above all, when we started, we had over 1 million people who needed treatment, and only 100,000 were accessing treatment. As I speak today, Uganda treats over 1 million people. And no single Ugandan who is ready to take medicine does not fail to get medicine for HIV/AIDS. And I'll tell you, for malaria, this country was losing 400 people every day. Today, that number has reduced to 15, and our dream is to get it to 0. I wanted to introduce our board, but they know themselves. Let me leave that. But I want to introduce to you, sir, 3 wonderful ladies who have been of much significance to us. Mrs. Doreen Mutebi Kitaka, wife to Mr. Mutebi. Mrs. Hope Baguma and Mrs. Reste Katongole. Thank you for the care. Thank you for the love. We are who we are because you give us support. Honorable Minister, could you please come and invite our guests of honor?
Standing on the existing protocol, good morning to you all. I would have loved to speak, and I really want to speak, but because of time, allow me to invite our guest of honor to come and speak to us. Today he is hosting the prayer breakfast, and he needs to leave. You're most welcome.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Protocol observed as guided by the MC. I received a call from His Excellency the President yesterday that I must personally come here and represent him. Otherwise, it would have been very easy for me to give the speech to the minister, but again, I'm going to be hosting him for the National Prayer Breakfast because the speaker is up country. So I have to rush and host him, yet he sent me here to represent him. So you can see the challenges of political work. But I will request that even after I've read the President's speech, please go on and finish the remarks that you needed to make without any interruption. And I will report that back to him. Thank you. I want to congratulate you, Emmanuel, Mr. Kitaka, and Mr. Baguma, for setting a very good example that Ugandans can set up a resilient company, attract international partners, and do it the international way. We are used to Ugandans fighting here and there. I hope Mr. Kamrege, these are the people you always talk about. So really, really super, super proud of you, and I'm glad you invited me. Allow me to read the speech of His Excellency the President. Honorable Ministers, protocol observed, I greet you all. Today, we gather for a moment of great national pride to celebrate 20 years of Quality Chemical Industries' existence and to break ground for its second pharmaceutical factory, but also to commission a state-of-the-art laboratory that will further strengthen our country's capacity for research, quality control, and innovation in medicine production. This occasion carries deep meaning for our economy, for our health sector, and for the continuing story of Uganda's industrial transformation. It is especially fitting that it takes place today on our Independence Eve, because what this company represents is precisely that, economic independence and African self-reliance. I have been involved in nurturing this sector in general, and this company in particular, from its very inception. I remember the first discussions, the conceptualization, and the firm conviction that Uganda could and must produce its own essential HIV and malaria medicines. Witnessing that vision taking root, growing, and now flourishing into a regional pharmaceutical powerhouse fills me with immense pride. Quality Chemical Industries stands today as a living proof of what is possible when a clear national vision is matched with commitment, partnership, and patriotism. When many around the world doubted whether Africa, and Uganda in particular, could produce its own HIV medicines, I had a different view. I knew that with the right vision of NRM and correct partnerships, Uganda could build its own capacity to manufacture essential drugs for our people. Thank you. It was through this conviction that I guided the formation of this company, bringing together dedicated Ugandan entrepreneurs and Indian partners who shared in our dream of health independence. Together, we demonstrated that Uganda was not a country to be underestimated, and that we could compete and excel in a field once thought to be the preserve of foreigners. At a time when global attention and competition for life-saving technology were intense, Uganda stood firm under the NRM guidance and opened its doors to strategic partnerships that aligned with Uganda's interests. The result was a historic establishment of the first WHO pre-qualified pharmaceutical manufacturing plant in sub-Saharan Africa. This was not merely the opening of a factory. It was a statement of national sovereignty and a declaration that Uganda and Africa can produce for themselves. Quality Chemical Industries stands as a premier model of our twin strategies of industrialization and import substitution. For too long, our nation was a market for finished goods from abroad, exporting raw materials and jobs. This company has reversed this trend. By manufacturing antiretroviral and antimalarial drugs here, we are no longer merely importing what we consume. We are producing it and exporting it to other countries. This is the essence of import substitution and export promotion. It is a model we must replicate across other sectors like agro-processing, textiles, and machinery to build a resilient economy. Qcil Chemical Industries has proven that industrialization is not just a dream, it is achievable if we are disciplined, strategic, and patriotic. The impact of this company on our economy is clear and profound. Guided by our leadership of the NRM government, Uganda now produces what it once imported. This company has become one of our leading taxpayers, retaining hundreds of millions of dollars within our economy and creating jobs for many Ugandans. With this second new factory which is going to be built, these gains will multiply, advancing our national agenda of industrialization, wealth creation, and shared prosperity. Furthermore, this company is a flagship enterprise under our Buy Uganda, Build Uganda, BUBU policy, and a critical pillar in our long-term development strategy of Vision 2040. BUBU is not just a slogan, it's an economic imperative. By prioritizing local manufacturers like this one, we create a virtuous cycle of production, employment, and local consumption that fuels sustainable growth. Vision 2040 envisions a transformed Ugandan society from a peasant to a modern and prosperous country, and a robust pharmaceutical industry is a critical component of that vision that ensures a healthy and productive population. Qcil Chemical Industries has played a central role in reducing Uganda's disease burden from HIV, AIDS, and malaria. When access to treatment was uncertain, they made it possible for Ugandans to have consistent access to high-quality, affordable medicines. This is not just a business achievement, it is a public health victory for Uganda. And it means that our people can live longer, healthier, and have more productive lives, thanks to Qcil Chemicals Industries. As we look ahead, I want to emphasize a new area of strategic focus, the integration of herbal and natural medicine into Uganda's pharmaceutical production. Uganda is rich in biodiversity and traditional knowledge. Our science have already identified several herbal compounds with proven therapeutic potential in managing infections, inflammation, and even chronic diseases. I want to see companies like Qcil Chemical Industries partner with the Ugandan researchers, universities, and traditional practitioners to develop and commercialize scientifically validated herbal products. This will not only diversify our pharmaceutical base, but also strengthen Uganda's position as a global leader in natural medicine innovation. The NRM government will continue to support research, regulation, and standardization to ensure herbal medicines meet international quality standards. We must use our natural resources wisely to create jobs, save foreign exchange, and promote African solutions to African health challenges. Government remains committed to supporting industrialists through policy incentives for manufacturers, adding value locally, improved infrastructure, that is roads, electricity, and industrial parks, access to affordable financing through the financial institutions like Uganda Development Bank, streamlined regulatory systems to support research, innovation, and exports, and continued support for public-private partnerships that strengthen local capacity. We want Uganda to be a regional pharmaceutical hub serving East Africa, Central Africa, and West Africa with high-quality, affordable medicines. To our Ugandan investors and young entrepreneurs, learn from this company. Do not wait for foreigners to come and do everything for you. You have the intelligence, the resources, and the market right here. Invest in manufacturing, in research, and in value addition. That is how we move from dependency to prosperity. The NRM government is ready to support all Ugandans who produce, not those who merely trade in imported goods. To the directors, management, and staff of Qcil Chemical Industries, I congratulate you for 20 years of dedication and discipline. As you break ground for this second factory, know that the NM government stands firmly behind you. Let us continue building industries that secure our health, strengthen our economy, and deliver true independence for our people. Together, we shall continue to build a nation, ensuring every Ugandan can enjoy a good life. I thank you all. Signed, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni Tibuhaburwa, President of the Republic of Uganda.
Round of applause, please, for our guest of honor. Thank you so much. Would like to ask you to remain on stage, and I'd like to invite the directors to please join you on stage as they hand over a token of appreciation for His Excellency the President.
The Honorable Minister, yes.
And kindly allow me to hand over this brown envelope, which has no brown stuff. It just has a blue letter in it.
Just a blue letter. Round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. A huge thank you as we celebrate 20 years of Qcil, Life After Well. The incredible support of His Excellency the President has been spoken of.
Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause.
Can we have a moment?
Our chief guest will ask that we have a photo moment here. Yes.
Thank you very much. Yes.
And we also, our chief guests have a gift from the directors to yourself and, of course, His Excellency the President. So may we have the gifts now. Quickly, we really must do this very quickly. We need to let our chief guest move. Our chief guest, one of these is for Your Excellency and yourself. So I'll ask that the directors hand these over. It's a special token from the directors to yourself and His Excellency the President. Can we appreciate this, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. It's very exciting because we are also launching a groundbreaking pediatric ARV drug today.
We'll now make our way to unveil. Our chief guest will unveil our PED drug. This is very historic, Crystal, and we will speak to this. And because of time, it's only our chief guest who will append his signature. The rest of us will do after he has left. And on your count, Crystal.
Okay, are we ready? I think we'll count down just from two for 2 decades. So 2, 1, and there you have it. If you can remove that, ladies and gentlemen, pediatric ARV treatment that is being produced right here at Qcil, and as part of 20 years celebration, Life After Well.
A big congratulations to Qcil. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Can we all celebrate this moment, changing lives?
All right.
Okay, and the very next step, can we just have a moment for photographers? Have you captured that moment? Yes, we have to let our guest of honor make his way out.
All right. And
we're now going to step down to the beautiful cake that is part of this celebration after we have captured the moments with the actual pill bottles for the medication.
Please note.
Can we have a round of applause?
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Big deal. Look at that.
The ADL, which is the PED drug that's just been unveiled, is a 3 active ingredient ARV drug for our young children. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Now you cannot truly celebrate without something sweet, a bit of cake.
True.
So would like to kindly request our guest of honor to just step down to the beautiful cake that has been prepared and is representative of the new facility, phase 2, that will be starting here today. And of course, marks double the capacity. So if we can very quickly cut that cake.
Yes.
All right.
20 years.
20 years of Life After Well, Quality Chemical Industries Limited.
Amazing. We'll invite the directors to join on the other side. We must do this very quickly. Please note, we'll continue with the rest of our program as soon as our chief guest has departed. And we continue to celebrate The milestones.
So I think we can count down again.
Yes.
Just from 2. 2, 1, and congratulations.
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
20 years of Quality Chemical Industries Limited, Qcil, ladies and gentlemen. A big round of applause for our guest of honor, for the Minister of Health, for our co-founders and directors.
We'll allow for our chief guest to depart. Ladies and gentlemen, can we appreciate our chief guest for making time this morning?
If you could actually stand as he takes his leave, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was very quick, actually.
All right, so you've been seated for quite some time. Let's be upstanding. You've been seated for too long.
Yes, let's get up and just shake loose a little bit.
And we're talking matters health, right?
Yes.
So, and I was told by the head of family here, who is our HR, that they are very keen on keeping their staff fit. I actually found that everyone looked extremely lean. And the HR looked like the only one who was very unhealthy. But everyone else here is very healthy.
Well, one of the things
fantastic.
Yes, when you are here, you do quite a bit of walking.
Yes.
But also, we recognize that Qcil is very passionate about environment.
Yes.
So they have very many projects as they celebrate 20 years, tree planting, and so much more. Our guest of honor has now taken his leave. So, ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
You may be seated. And we can then restart our program.
Yes,
I want you to do the honors of inviting Bethel. It would be nice to hear Bethel speak.
Yes.
Beth needs to say something.
So could we invite
yes.
Qcil Director and MD of Africa Capital Works,
yes.
Miss Beth Mandel, to make her remarks.
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a tough act to follow. Thank you very much. I am standing on the form that all protocols have been observed. It's a privilege to be here today representing Africa Capital Works as we celebrate Qcil's remarkable first 20 years and several significant recent achievements, including the opening of our second factory, the launch of new products, and the commissioning of a world-class laboratory. This was Africa Capital Works' vision for Qcil when we acquired the majority stake in 2023. This celebration also comes as our broader Capital Works group approaches its own 20th anniversary in 2026. 2 decades of building African enterprises, creating jobs, and investing in the continent's future. It is fitting that we mark these shared journeys together and in Uganda, a country that has become central to the Africa Capital Works story. Over the past 30 years, I've had the privilege of traveling to many African countries, yet no country has drawn me back as often as Uganda. More than 40 visits and counting. It's no coincidence that Africa Capital Works chose Uganda for its largest investment. This country embodies everything we believe in: opportunity, resilience, and partnership. Qcil was born from the vision, as you've heard, of course, of His Excellency the President, a vision to make Uganda self-sufficient in the production of essential medicines. That is precisely what has been done here. You have created a future where Uganda produces its own life-saving medicines. The execution of that vision was made possible through the partnership between the government of Uganda and extraordinary people. CIPLA, led by Dr. Yusuf Hamid, who brought world-class expertise and technology transfer, and the indomitable Ugandan entrepreneurs, Mr. Emmanuel Katongole, Mr. Frederick Mutebe, and Mr. George Baguma. Your determination and belief turned vision into reality. Together, you have built more than a company. You have built a beacon of what Uganda and Africa can achieve through collaboration and conviction. Uganda has always been a place of possibilities. Qcil saw those possibilities early and turned them into reality. But beyond the facilities and milestones, what truly defines Qcil's success is the people. Hardworking, respectful, and kind. I think we all know that the world can use more kindness, especially today. And for those who often ask me, Uganda, is it safe? I always say, absolutely. The only risk is that you might never want to leave. Congratulations to the Qcil team, to our partners, and to everyone who has made this journey possible.
More Zimbabwe and across Africa, contributing to Africa's self-sustaining healthcare system. From this modest start, Qcil's footprint now stretches across the African continent with a portfolio of 25 products across 9 therapeutic areas, from HIV/AIDS to malaria, diabetes, hypertension, fungal infections, bacterial infections, gastrointestinal and reproductive health. Qcil's medicines are approved in 31 African markets and are distributed in 14 countries. Every year, Qcil manufactures 1.4 billion tablets. That includes 41 million treatments of World Health Organization pre-qualified HIV/AIDS and malaria medicines. Each tablet meets rigorous safety and regulatory standards. But Qcil's impact goes beyond healing. In the last 2 years, Qcil has organized over 100 medical camps, donated more than 6,000 doses of anti-malarials, planted hundreds of trees, slashed waste to landfill by 91%, and reduced consumption of fresh water from the grid. Looking forward, Qcil's business strategy is clear, ensuring availability and affordability through local manufacturing, while expanding markets, capacity, and capability. Expanding access to new products with an Africa-focused portfolio, product development, in-licensing, and technology partnerships. Building the private market segment by leveraging its manufacturing strength and diverse portfolio to ensure access to quality medicines. 20 years later, Qcil remains committed to the belief that health is not merely the absence of illness, but the vibrant pursuit of life's possibilities. That belief makes Qcil more than a manufacturer of reliable, affordable, quality medicines. It makes Qcil an enabler of life after well. Qcil, life after well.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, milestones galore, if I may say so, when it comes to 20 years of life after well. One of the things that is very clear, I think, if you've been listening to some of the interviews earlier, but to our board chairman as well, is how passionate Qcil is about young talent and young voices. Ladies and gentlemen, would now like to invite the Baylor Children's Choir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome these young ladies and men from Baylor. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Chemical Industries Limited. Forever on top and the first in Africa to produce world-class HIV, malaria, hepatitis medicines. Quality Chemical Industries Limited. Going around the world with every dose. Every cure, we start with the it's 20 years. Quality Chemical Industries 20 years. We have a reason to celebrate. It's 20 years. It's 20 years of life after well. 20 years, humanitarian service impacted many lives. We take the lead, training medical personnel, fulfilling their dreams, and building health teams, communities, and healing Africa.
We go beyond producing. We pattern right. Hey, we do it best. We serve with grace.
It's 20 years, quality chemical industries. 20 years, we have a reason to celebrate. It's 20 years, it's 20 years of life-saving drugs. 20 years, humanitarian service impacted many lives. 20 years, quality chemical industries. 20 years, we have a reason to celebrate. It's 20 years, it's 20 years of life-saving drugs. 20 years, humanitarian service impacted many lives. Our mission is to improve the quality of life by increasing access to affordable medicines. Oh, the dedication of our founders. We appreciate our government for good partnership. Quality chemical industries. 20 years, we have a reason to celebrate. It's 20 years, it's 20 years of life after well. 20 years, humanitarian service impacted many lives. Life after well, pursue life possibilities.
Life is about striving and not just surviving.
It's 20 years,
Mr. Katongole Emmanuel.
20 years,
Mutebi Frederick Chitaka.
it's 20 years,
Chache Wakuna. Intahali
20 years,
Qcil Limited.
it's 20 years,
Quality chemical industries.
limited. It's 20 years of life after well. Limited.
Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for our choir who happen to be from Baylor. A
Yes.
very special relationship exists
Yes.
between Qcil and Baylor because Baylor supports persons living with HIV.
Christo, since we are still speaking to this, and I know people want to appreciate this, let's invite Dr. Barunji. Please come and just speak to why this is very special. This is a very special relationship with Qcil. Where is Dr. Barunji? I know. Yes. I see. Yes, we
Yes,
want
please
to
make
hear
your
you.
way down
Let's
the yellow
appreciate
carpet.
our friends at Baylor.
And just quickly share a little more context.
You don't even have to go up. Just you can use the yellow carpet. This is very important for us.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited to walk on the yellow carpet. And I didn't expect this, but I'm very honored. Thank you so much, Quality Chemicals Industries Limited, all protocol observed. Thank you so much for honoring us to have the Baylor Children's and Youth Choir. And I'm really excited for the pediatric formulations. Those are the formulations that have made us live, to see our children live into adulthood and to live very healthy lives. And they actually have life after well. I'll not say a lot. I'd just like to salute the Executive Director, Baylor Uganda. I was really hijacked. Dr. Dithan Chituraga is here. Thank you so much, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's appreciate Baylor. Thank you so much for the work you're doing in this our nation. Christo, we want to introduce another very special video to Qcil, and this is from the patients.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
We've been talking about life after well and the history of 30 years ago. For example, if someone discovered that they had HIV, they were HIV positive, it was a death sentence. But we know that that narrative, not only narrative, but reality has changed, and Qcil is a very big part of that. So we'd like to hear from one of the patients whose life has been changed.
To these ARVs, I owe my life. My HIV is imported. I got it from Kenya, where I was living in exile for 12 years. I happened to receive from a girlfriend with whom I studied while I was still in Uganda, O-level, and she had turned into a businesswoman. So she came over, so we resumed from there. I just came to learn later, after she had died, that she had died of AIDS. I was so much shocked. And when I went to check for HIV, they really confirmed that I had the virus. My CD4 count was 4, almost non-existent. I nearly died. Actually, I tasted death. I looked at my skin and I saw the skin of a stranger. 2002, they also diagnosed me with the tuberculosis. I had full-blown AIDS. But today I have reversed it. You can live a positive life and continue to be productive in spite of the fact that you have ARVs. Imagine somebody graduating from taking 4 tablets. Now I take 1 tablet a day. What is important is my tomorrow. So I worked with my brains and accepted my new status as part of me. Since I'm a features writer, I write some features, and now I work for the Daily Monitor. I wedded. My wife is also HIV positive, but we have 2 children who are HIV free because of the drugs. The government of Museveni has been able to provide us with, we get these drugs free of charge. It is up to you now to encourage yourself and adhere strictly to taking them. Today, if somebody dies of HIV, and today if somebody produces children ngabali HIV positive, that will be what? You'll be a naive person. Gainechejo.
Christo, I honestly think we have a very small problem. Our people here are not very appreciative of what we're doing here. It's like we're beginning for them to clap. Can we appreciate quality chemical industries, ladies and gentlemen?
I actually think, Morris, what you said earlier was that we've been sitting for a long time.
I told you. And there's a problem. But also, I need to mention, if you feel like you want coffee, there's still coffee. And you have a right to walk to the back and pick yourself a cup of Ugandan brewed coffee.
Ugandan brewed coffee or tea, whatever your preference.
Yes, and there's juice. So if you feel like you need any more sugars in your system, the professors here will tell you sugar is not good for you, but you can pick that.
And we have juice menus on the tables.
Yes.
They're very healthy, very cool names to all our cocktail juice, mocktails, should I say.
And if you didn't walk through our memory lane, that would be unfortunate. If you just thought that when you're walking through the arc, you guys who did a bit of architecture, what do we call that?
I think we can go with arc, it's okay.
You missed a really good opportunity.
It's almost actually, it's almost like a tunnel, huh?
Yes,
taking you,
actually, let's say tunnel.
Bringing you through from the past to the future.
Yes, from the potato garden.
Potato plantation.
Yeah, you literally start from the potato garden at the beginning and make your way all the way until the new facility.
Yes,
which
indeed.
we had a groundbreaking for.
Oh my goodness.
So we want to appreciate the team behind us. Thank you so much. If you're going back, don't use the shortcut. Go through so you can see. But then it's unfair. You'll be going from 2025 to 2005.
But how can you know where you're heading if you don't know where you're coming
Good
from?
Point. Good point. Let's appreciate some of our guests who are here. The Honorable Minister needs to know some of our people that are here. We have dear friends to us. Allow me begin with OHT were the Deputy Katikiro. We surely should ask him and request him to stand for recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Deputy Katikiro of the Buganda Kingdom, OHT were Robert Wagwa Sibira. Thank you so much for joining us. And we can now start from the top.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I would like to recognize the General Manager of the National Medical Stores here
Yes.
with us. That is Mr. Moses Kamabare. Thank you so much for being here. If we
Yes,
announce...
he's here.
Yes, kindly stand when we announce. Mr. Jotham Musinguzi, the Chairman Board of Directors, that is also National Medical Stores. If you're here with us, thank you so much for taking the time to be here.
Dr. Bildad Mugisha, I think I saw him. Dr. Bildad Mugisha, Managing Director, Joint Medical Stores. Please stand for recognition. Yes, I thought I seen him.
Thank you for being here.
Also with us, Mwesegwe Paul, Managing Director, UEDCL. Please stand for recognition. We got a hint he was here. And it's important, when you see UEDCL invited, you know that they are literally very important
Yes.
for this institution.
A key stakeholder
All right.
as well. Would like to recognize the presence of Dr. Nelson Musoba, who is the Director General of the Uganda AIDS Commission. If you're here with us, thank you so much. Please stand. We also have Professor Pontiano Kalebu of Uganda Virus Research Institute, the Executive Director. Yes, he's right there. Thank you so much for being here today.
We appreciate our friends at the Ethiopian Embassy here representing the Ethiopian ambassador. Please stand for recognition. If we also have someone representing the Indian High Commission, please stand. It would be nice to recognize you as key stakeholders. And the chairman mentioned why India is very important in today's conversation.
I believe we have the Honorary Consul of Uganda to Australia, that is David Impanga, here with us. I believe I saw you earlier. Please stand for recognition. We also have Ambassador Charles Sentongo, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Head of Protocol, who is here with us today as well.
The Dr. Andrew Kambugu, Executive Director, Uganda Infectious Diseases Institute, IDI. Please, a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And also Dr. Sise Kitio Mutuluza, the Executive Director, Joint Clinic Research Council. Please stand for recognition. Yes.
We'd like to recognize Dr. Bernard Michael Etukoit, Executive Director of TASO, who is here with us today, and Professor David Serwada from the HIV and Infectious Diseases Research Specialist, that is Makerere University. Also from Makerere University, we have Professor Nelson Sewankambo, also who is an HIV and Infectious Diseases Research Specialist. Thank you for taking the time to be here.
We also have Dr. Jackson Orem, the Executive Director, Uganda Cancer Institute, or if he's in here, representative, stand for recognition. We also have Mr. Kin Karisa, Group CEO, Next Media Group. Please stand for recognition. Please appreciate our friends.
We have, I believe that's about everyone, is it?
Yes. If you mention Next Media Group, you must mention Nation Media Group. You know, it would be unfair.
Miss Susan
Sibira. Please stand for recognition. It would be really unfair, all right?
I thought you had mentioned.
No.
Sorry.
Allow me also to mention, these are very dear friends of ours, right?
Mhm.
Owechitiwa Apollo Makubia. Please stand
Yes.
for recognition.
Board chair at Equity Bank as
Yes,
well.
yes, we want money, sir. And also, if Owechitiwa Haji Rwasa, if you're also here, please stand for recognition. Yes, thank you so much for joining us. And we have our RCC, Nakawa, Edwin Mangeni. Please stand for recognition. Yes, there you go. I also saw someone representing the Commissioner General URA. Please stand for recognition. Abel, thank you so much for joining us, Uganda Revenue Authority. All right. So we now can dive into the matters of speeches.
Yes,
right?
indeed.
We have unconcluded business.
Indeed.
And we cut the chairman's speech short. Chairman.
So if we could humbly ask the board chairman to come back and finish his remarks and then do us the honor of inviting the Honorable Minister.
Yes, Chairman, just come and greet us and then invite the minister.
Yes.
I thought it would be unfair. He had some introduction he was going to make during his speech that was cut short. So it's important. Now you see, he also gets more information. So Chair,
But
that's
there
why
you go.
we wanted you to
Round
come.
of applause as we welcome him back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I think my mind is now fixed on moving forward. I do not want to move backwards, and I'm not the kind of person who looks backward when there is a job to do in front. But I'd like to say a very special thank you to our permanent secretary, Dr. Diana Twine. Dr. Diana Twine is moved with us all through. There are competing priorities. I know the Honorable Minister and Dr. Diana Twine, and many of you should be at State House right now. But the fact that you chose to stay with us, we don't take that for granted. So thank you, Dr. Diana. And to all of you friends, thank you. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for celebrating with us. Thank you for walking this journey with us. The next journey is going to define who we are. We must manufacture medicines that keep the human race at well, life after well, and that is our dream. I think there's a video when Newman was recording us as co-founders. I talked about my own story. Cannot believe that all my siblings died of this disease. Today, I'm happy that we have had a contribution that others don't die like those sisters of mine died. Honorable Minister, please come and address us.
All protocol observed, and I'll try to be brief. I'll majorly talk about the pediatric antiretroviral drug. Allow me to thank the chairman and also the MCs. But MCs, as you know, we are in a political season. When you don't get the crowd to give you vibe, then we read it as you have no votes. I hope I have votes in this room, for sure. Yeah, that is better, you know. For us, we need votes, and votes come from vibe and from the dancing. But also I've been wondering what is going to happen to this huge cake. You know, most ladies are wondering why haven't we tested the cake? So MCs, I hope the cake will still be tested. Allow me to start by congratulating Qcil on their 20th anniversary, the groundbreaking of the second factory, commissioning of the R&D lab that we ought to have visited. Chair, board, I hope a few of us can still go and visit the biggest R&D lab in Africa currently. And also congratulate all of you on the launch of the pediatric ART formula. As Ministry of Health, we are excited about the developments in Qcil, and we celebrate this with all of you. The expansion of Qcil to manufacture more pharmaceutical products moves us towards self-reliance, timely availability and quality of products, and most importantly, Africa's independence. During the COVID-19 pandemic, we experienced profound discrimination that passed on a clear message: do it yourself. African solutions for African problems. So I would like to thank Qcil for doing this for us. Today, Uganda is working on the National Drug and Health Products Authority bill to move it to a level 3 maturity, so that whatever we manufacture in Uganda is acceptable internationally. This is a higher level of regulation. So QCL, keep on moving. Uganda is ready for you, just like Africa is ready. The African Medicines Agency, situated in Rwanda, is Africa's overall regulatory agency, ensuring that our products are of good quality and are acceptable. Today, we have launched pediatric ARVs, another big milestone in our history. As all of you are aware, children are always forgotten. Even when the outbreak of HIV was announced, the world focused on adults. Children came on a little later. Even when antiretroviral drugs became available, children were forgotten. They came on a little later. And today, we are happy that we can prevent mother-to-child transmission, but also treat our children. So I will focus a little bit on that after talking about my excitement that QCL will also, in the next 3 months, manufacture hydroxyurea for sickle cell disease. I don't know why Chairman did not mention, but you will not stop me, because I am to the moon with excitement. Many of you are aware that sickle cell disease is a genetic disease, but this is good news for us in the Ministry of Health, because it is one of the diseases that highly burdens Ugandans, and its management is lifetime, just like HIV. But having the drug manufactured in Uganda makes management of people with sickle cell disease a little easier for us. We are grateful, and for us it is a big milestone in our history. So in the next 3 months, when you call us back to launch, of course it will be after voting, and we'll be excited and happy that we are about to have a new government. So we'll come dancing, MC, with vibe. The expansion of QCL to manufacture pediatric antiretroviral therapy is aligned to the World Health Organization and African Centers for Disease Control regional framework for strengthening local production of medicines, vaccines, and other health technologies. That is 2025 to 2030. And the 24 priority medical products and roadmap for regional manufacturing. The aim is to significantly increase the market share of locally produced medical products in the region and build capacity for vaccines, medicines, and devices. So we thank QCL for heeding to this call. In Uganda, children continue to lag behind in the HIV treatment cascade. According to the latest UNAIDS annual spectrum estimates, 2024, 72,000 children below 15 years are living with HIV. However, only 80% of them know their status. Of those who know their HIV status, only 75% have access to antiretroviral therapy. And of those who have access to treatment, only 58% are virally suppressed. The same cascade for adults stands at 93, 99, and 90%. Although the ART coverage for children has improved over a 10-year period, from 48% in 2014 to 75% by September 2024, this performance remains far below the UNAIDS 95% target. With guidance from the World Health Organization, Uganda has optimized antiretroviral therapy for its children, moving from nevirapine and efavirenz to lopinavir, ritonavir, and from lopinavir to dolutegravir in 2020. In 2014, the country made a shift from zidovudin to abacavir. That is for the first-line ARV regimens, following a recommendation by the World Health Organization. With support from our AIDS development and implementing partners, Uganda has made significant progress in ensuring that children living with HIV access timely, optimal, and life-saving antiretroviral therapy. Our children have also moved away from taking multiple pills a day, that is as many as 3 to 5 tablets twice a day, to only 1 pill a day, containing the 3 drugs. That is abacavir, lamivudine, and dolutegravir. This is a great milestone in the management of children living with HIV. This has significantly improved adherence to treatment. We urge scientists to continue making these new discoveries of child-friendly ART formulations to improve the quality of life of children living with HIV. Additionally, the health sector is focusing on providing integrated healthcare services at the facility and community level. So this initiative by Qcil to start manufacturing pediatric ARVs is very timely and will go a long way in bridging the treatment access gaps among children with HIV in Uganda. The ministry remains committed to ensuring that every child with HIV is identified and initiated on treatment in a timely manner with child-friendly ART regimens. Allow me to thank all our implementing partners who are taking care of the children, of course the Ministry of Health, and also to appreciate Baylor for allowing the children to come in and celebrate these milestones with us. As we embark on this journey, I want to recognize the invaluable contributions of the local governments and the health facility teams who do a tremendous job in managing children and adults as well, and also to appreciate our development and implementing partners, networks of people living with HIV, civil society, technical working groups, the pharmaceutical sector. Thank you, and thank you. And lastly, least but not last, collectively, let us reaffirm our commitment to ending AIDS by 2030. This message goes to all of us. It is a journey that we must all run together and ensure that we end AIDS by 2030 so that we can release some resources and use it for other vital areas like the non-communicable diseases. Lastly, allow me once again to congratulate.
So yes, the 3D model, so we can speak to this. And Christo, another milestone we're celebrating today. Here you go.
Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now looking at phase 2, which is going to be a facility that is twice the capacity of the one that is actually existing now at Qcil. And what's so exciting about it is the product portfolio that is going to increase with TB, that is tuberculosis formulations. Of course, something that is very, very incredible about Qcil is the research ability as well. So we have the new state-of-the-art research lab. And as it stands right now, Qcil went from 7 employees to over 580 and will be going even further with over 700 new employees.
Yes.
So in terms of job opportunities.
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
We're talking about chemists, pharmacists, engineers, analysts. You can name it. So if your child is out there, I think I've just told you the courses we can employ here. If you're doing the other one, His Excellency the President doesn't like SWASA. I don't know what we did, but yeah.
Well,
If your child is doing SWASA, we may not find space here. But we told you the ones we have. Even the minister says SWASA pana. No, SWASA.
Oh, really?
But Honorable Minister, he also talked about psychology. Those who study psychology, that we don't need them, Honorable Minister.
I think we need everyone. But as you said,
yes.
Qcil is incredibly passionate about young people
yes.
with internships, with the graduate trainee programs, with over 900 young people over the years who have graduated.
And not just Ugandans.
Mm-hmm,
yes.
From all across Africa.
Yes.
So it's exciting that we see this new facility. Honorable Minister, you're like, but the cake, what's going to happen with the cake?
Just a minute before you invite the cake. To put this up, you need a funding partner.
Oh,
our funding
yes.
partners, Stanbic Bank. Please stand for recognition.
Please
Sam
give them a
Mwogezi
round
is here.
of applause.
Sam is here. Ah, yes, the entire bank is here. My apologies. I saw the one with gray hair. My apologies. Executive Director, you and your team. Thank you very much.
We want to appreciate you. We want to recognize you as a funding partner for phase 2. The support you are giving to Qcil is incredibly important. So again, a round of applause for the Stanbic Bank team. Thank you so much.
All right. Now that we have talked about the facility, the Honorable Minister said she wanted cake. We are now going to eat the facility.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have seen it, we have cut it,
and
we're going to eat it.
It is coming. But as cake comes to you, and I hope, Honorable Minister, finally, I think we might get some vibe with some sugar from the cake when we serve the cake. We want to speak to the EFG team, and
yes.
I'm glad that the chair introduced that video. So it's good that you did this, and it will be nice for you to introduce what we are going to see shortly as cake is coming.
Yes, indeed. We are talking about a 20-year journey that comes from a very, very personal place when it comes to our founders. And many of them, as the chairman explained, he lost his sisters, all his sisters. So it's also from a very personal place. Can we really understand what Qcil is today, 20 years later, if we do not understand the vision of the founders? Well, we'd like to share what we learned and what we heard from them. The EFG video, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to the Life After Well series. I'm Crystal Newman, your host, and I'll be taking you on a journey through the inspiring story of Quality Chemical Industries Limited, Qcil, as we celebrate 20 years of pharmaceutical manufacturing excellence in Africa. Together, we look back at the milestones that have shaped this iconic Ugandan and Pan-African company over the past 2 decades. And we explore
typical in what used to be called Mubende district, now Mityana district. Born to peasant parents, illiterate parents.
Yes.
Could not read and write. Family of 4. I was the last.
You're the youngest.
I was the youngest, and I had 3 sisters.
Okay.
Unfortunately, all of them departed.
Yes.
Crystal, I don't know whether you've ever seen someone dying of HIV/AIDS without care. It is so frightening, so depressing. I saw my sister, particularly the one that I follow. She really went out so thin, and by the time she died, I think she was less than 10 kilograms.
Oh my
And
goodness.
you could not believe it. And that gave me the energy to start dreaming.
One thing really captured my attention during these training seminars. There was a problem of Kaposi's sarcoma. This is a skin cancer which leads to the development of lesions all over the body.
Okay.
And you'd see someone attending, but he's just scratching the body. These lesions, and they are bleeding. And even our attention sometimes would get off our subject, and you sympathize with this person. But that virus, the herpes virus, which causes that, is not a problem in people who are not HIV positive. People whose immunity is high. So HIV created a problem of lowering people's immunity. And so you would see someone really suffering in public. So we kept on until our board said that we are going into all this. Why don't you also look at helping these farmers with HIV/AIDS? By then, there were drugs which could relieve HIV/AIDS, but they were not available. If available, they were very, very, very expensive. We approached Cipla in India and became their agent here. So we are the first private sector company to import and distribute antiretrovirals in Uganda.
Dr. Hamid, Yusuf Hamid, was actually invited to address the European Commission. And in that interview, he made 3 offers. It was about HIV/AIDS. The first offer was that he had come up with a cocktail of 3 therapies. These therapies were by 3 companies in America. One is Bristol Myers Squibb, the other is Bollinger, and the other was GlaxoSmithKline.
Okay, yes.
So Glaxo had one pill trying to attack the disease. Bristol Myers Squibb had another, and Bollinger had another. So what Cipla did, they took the 3 products and combined it into a cocktail.
In one of those Philadelphia memorial lectures, we announced publicly during those lectures, that we are going to start manufacturing antiretrovirals and antimalarials in Uganda. That was a very important moment in our lives, because the following day, all newspapers, all radio stations in the country were all reporting Ugandans going to manufacture antiretrovirals. Even BBC announced that we are going to produce ARVs. And this even gave us more courage. His Excellency the President, General Yoweri Museveni, picked that from the media.
President Museveni was among the first leaders in the world to acknowledge that HIV/AIDS was a problem. And that he deserves a Nobel Prize for that. He came out open. When other countries were hiding.
Yes, everyone was hiding.
Everyone was hiding. And people were dying in thousands. He came out in the open and said HIV/AIDS was a big problem. Again, the president came up and said, do we leave these million people to die off? I think he exercised his parental side of life and said, no,
We have to help.
we have to have a solution. And at that time, there was an emergence of what is called antiretroviral therapy, ARVs.
Yes.
The first product was by GSK, a product called Zidovudine, AZT, Zidovudine. And that product was for the rich, because a month treatment would go to about $2,000. And it helped. It wasn't that effective. It helped about $2,000. So it was for the rich.
Oh my
The
goodness.
poor people could not access it. Then a new product called Stavudine came in, and another one called Nevirapine came in. And India, particularly a company called Qcil Limited, was actually the savior. Because the chairman of Qcil, Dr. Mead, is a great scientist. Got a PhD from University of Cambridge. He took up interest in research and came up with a combination of these three products. Stavudine, Nevirapine, and AZT.
Okay.
Combine them into one product, what is called a triple therapy combination product.
Okay.
And this was a revolution. And he did it as part of his social investment for Qcil. Brought the prices
Down.
skyrocketing down, free fall, from about $1,000 a month to about $30 a month.
Wow.
$1 a day. And we found ourselves in the right place at the right time, because we were the local representatives of Qcil.
Okay. So that's how it started.
Yes, that's how it started. And then President Museveni said we must supply. That was the first year. We, government of Uganda, bought from us medicines worth $25 million. $25 million, big stuff. And Ugandans started accessing medicines.
I had to run a backward linkage where we have tried to make this factory work with universities and higher institutions of learning to help solve problems here. And currently we are solving problems ourselves using our teams here. So I'm quite happy to see that we have reached this level. And now we are even moving to another phase.
We've expanded our reach when it comes to product reach.
Okay.
We started with ARVs and ACTs. We do a number of products. But the next 20 years, the ground is laid.
Okay.
As we
So you've already started on that journey.
Yes, as we celebrate 20 years, we've laid ground and we're putting up a plant that is double this size.
Double what you have now.
Double what we have. This is about 14,000 square meters. 14,000 square meters is quite a massive plant. And what we're now putting up for the next 20 years, which is started, funding is all through, done, and technology is all done, is 28,000 square meters. And what are we going to produce? We're going to produce to enhance capacity because of exports. One, we're introducing injectables for treatment of HIV/AIDS because new technology is coming up for injectables. We're introducing that. We're handling a very other big disease called sickle cell disease.
Yes.
Blood anemia. It's a blood disorder.
Blood disorder. Yes.
Blood disorder. Just imagine how many. Africa has got close to 500,000 every year suffering. We want to solve that.
500,000 every year.
We want to solve that. Uganda alone, 30,000
And we lose so many children.
30,000, we lose so many children. So we're going to start manufacturing a product called hydroxyurea. That at least helps to prolong people's lives. We're also doing for TB. There is no manufacturer for TB drugs. We're going to start doing TB drugs. There's a lot of co-infection between HIV/AIDS and TB, tuberculosis. We're also going to start doing that. So we're also leaving ground to dream into other products. Products that are non-communicable. These diseases are also becoming a big challenge to communities. So we really want to see that these diseases do not kill our people.
Yes.
We want to be part of a solution to an African problem. So that's the 20 years we see. We look at these next 20 years with optimism, with bigger dreams. We hope we'll live to see it, but even if we don't live to see it, we've laid a strong foundation to make sure that this company will continue and outlive us.
Is there anything, when you look back on the journey, that maybe really surprised you at some point? Was there something that you were shocked by and you learned from?
In the beginning, when you are starting to put up a plant like this, being a finance person, numbers are important. Numbers are important. So our success would be, okay, are we making a bottom line? Are we employing people, meeting government expectations because they are partners? Are we able to meet some of these things? However, today, we measure success, like I've said, through saying that we have saved a lot of lives. A lot of people, people would die and the children would have to look after their siblings, young children.
The head of the house.
The head of the house, and they wouldn't have jobs, so they would go into prostitution, things like that, and they would get infected. So it was a vicious cycle. People were dying, and the horrible, horrible death. So when I look back and say that is no longer happening, it is like COVID now has disappeared, and you say, where did it go? So this is what is happening with AIDS. Because, I don't know, you are still very young, maybe you didn't even, maybe you are not even yet born. But with the time, this disease was so terrible because it attacked the immune system. So you wouldn't have any soldiers. So any ailment that you got would really affect you. So people would get blisters all over their body. Then they would, each and everything that would attack them, they wouldn't have any defense. So people would waste away and die a very painful death. To find that we have managed to positively impact and stop that, it is unbelievable.
When we hosted people living with HIV/AIDS here, when they came in here, we invited them. There are a number of associations, but one group that came led to people starting to cry. You can imagine 30 people seated in our hall. The majority of them started crying when we gave them the story of how we managed to put up this plant. They first toured, and then we gave them the story. And they were all shedding tears. They were shedding tears of happiness, but they were also shedding tears in memory of those who died.
The level of development, we really thought that the journey, that what we achieved in 5 years would be achieved probably in 20 years. That surprised us.
Okay.
the level of respect that our business gained across Africa, that surprised me. But then there are a few things that surprise me that are very personal. Someone comes to you crying and tells you in confidence that I'm alive because of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's surely not enough. Can we appreciate the founders? Christo, I know this was a bit emotional for the directors.
Yes, it was.
And I saw you also had a moment because
did you see me? I was blinking very seriously.
You see when you're light-skinned, and it's for you guys who are here and you're light-skinned, it's very easy to know.
I feel attacked.
It's very easy to know because you become pink. Okay, sorry, you get...
this is not true.
You get another look. You just look different. And it was very obvious on the screen, even with the makeup. And not to say that there was makeup, just saying. Honorable Minister, I'm trying the vibe. I am honestly trying, Honorable Minister. It's hard, but you know these people are thinking about lunch. This is the only problem I have now. That everyone has seen that the dishes have been opened there, and everyone is known. They're not even looking at us.
Ugandans like good
They're not
food.
even looking at us. That's their attention is there, but they need to give us a few more minutes, right?
Yes, indeed. I love that you mentioned how emotional the interviews were. As you said earlier on, I'm kind of the inside woman at Qcil, but the stories are so beautiful and so emotional, and you cannot truly appreciate a celebration like this without hearing those stories.
And this is when you speak to social transformation. And I know the chairman and the board have been speaking to this. Social transformation is when you impact the lives of our people positively. And I know there's a lot of events we've gone to, and the bankers are here, they will tell you, the first thing you want everyone pushing around is, their contribution to GDP, how much money they're making for URA, who are here in the building, how much they're contributing to UEDCL. You will not hear any of that today. Today is about the transformation of our people here in Uganda and on the continent, and the support to them having life after.
Well,
yes,
absolutely. That was the running theme, the fact that lives are being changed, transformed for the better. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me just to make a quick announcement. Could the owners of 2 cars with number plates UBF 760A as well as UA 428W, I'll just repeat those. These 2 cars, we're asking that you go to your cars to find out whatever the issue is. UBF 760A and UA 428W.
All right. I want to take the honor of inviting our chairman of the board, to come and make a quick appreciation of some of our dear friends who traveled a long way to join us here for this grand celebration. Over to you, Chair.
So, all of you are recognized, but allow me just to sing out a few. First of all, when we started the journey, we looked around for technical people to design the factory. We could not get any on the African continent. And a company in India, initially owned by 2 ladies, and they are very special ladies, Madame Ati and Madame Sunita, on the recommendation of CIPLA, designed our first factory and all the auxiliary facilities that we have, and have designed the new factory. And the new factory will not only meet WHO standards, but will also meet USFDA standards. So, Madame Ati traveled from India together with Nitin, her co-director. Where is Madame Ati? Thank you very much, Madam Ati. Thank you for your presence. We appreciate the work that you've done for us. In Sipla, we talked about Dr. Mead, and it was a group of many people. But is a special friend of ours who also traveled is here, who was actually the technical man who was behind the entire technology transfer, Mr. Kurukani. Mr. Kurukani, thank you for being here with us. We appreciate that. Then locally, we could not do this thing alone. We have to get partners. Over the last 28 years, we've had financial advisors. And probably the most outstanding of the financial advisor is here with us, Mr. Francis Kamlegea. Thank you so very much, Mr. Kamlegea. Then we've had, it involves lawyers and lawyers and lawyers. We've had two sets of lawyers. The first one that we moved with at the beginning is Kalenge Bwanika and the company advocates. I've seen Christopher Bwanika. Christopher Bwanika is also the Attorney General of Uganda Kingdom. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for the work, the journey you've traveled with us for the last 28 years. And then we've had both legal and financial advisors as well, Max Advocates. Max Advocates, I've seen two of the partners, which were Apollo Makubia and Mr. Masembe Kanyerezi was seated here a while ago. We appreciate. But the next journey is going to be worked with a team. And as I shared with you, the first journey was that difficult. We had to gamba around asking people, particularly the leadership of the country, to help us. The second journey is going to be funded with $51 million. And all the $51 million has been advanced by Stanbic Bank. And please, Sam and your team, please, come. They've been here. I know they've got a very big function within the Stanbic group, but it wasn't difficult for us. It wasn't difficult for us, poking out $51 million. And thank you, Beth, for working with the team right all the way from South Africa, Standard Bank and Stanbic Bank. $51 million. We're not getting any money supported from elsewhere. It is the Stanbic Bank. Sam, you want to say hello?
Thank you, Chairman. All protocol is observed. As Stanbic Bank, I'm here with some of the colleagues who are very critical in this conversation. But one of the things we like to say at Stanbic is Uganda is our home, and we drive her growth. And the story of QCil is inspirational. So, Chairman, thank you for inspiring the nation. Thank you for inspiring us as a bank. We don't take that lightly, and I would like us to give another hand clap to Chair and the Musketeers. Once we saw the opportunity to partner,
Chairman would like to request that you take a picture.
No, let's have a picture with the Stanbic team. Chairman, please stay
Chairman,
with the Stanbic team.
please remain on stage.
Chairman, remain on the stage with the Stanbic team.
We can also have other directors,
the directors
from Qcil.
Our CEO, the Honorable Minister, and Beth. He mentioned Beth was very important in South Africa because she's working directly with Standard Group. Chairman and the directors and the Honorable Minister and the PS, please join them. We'll have this as the very first photo.
Yes, we will have a series of photos because how can you celebrate 20 years without taking some special moments on stage?
Yes.
So for this first photograph, would like to have the Honorable Minister, the CEO and directors. Can we request you to step forward slightly? I believe our photographers will guide us, ladies and gentlemen.
And we'll ensure that one of the key celebrations and milestones for today is our PID ARV, and that is going to be in the pictures. A significant feature of all the pictures today. Photographers, you can cut everything out except our pill, right?
The pill bottle. Ladies and gentlemen, this is incredibly exciting. ADL is a 3 active ingredient ARV drug. And ARVs for children is crucial when it comes to treatment for HIV.
PS and CEO, please remain, and the directors. Stanbic will take their leave, and then I will invite our other partners. Of course, the critical drivers of this conversation is our team and our family here at Qcil. So we want to invite the heads of department. Our heads of department, quality control, quality assurance, manufacturing, parking, engineering, admin, warehouse, and safety. Heads of department.
Would like to ask the Honourable Minister to
Honourable
remain
Minister,
on stage.
please remain with the PS. Honourable Minister.
Thank you, as well as our directors, our board
Directors,
chair.
we still need you back, directors.
Like to invite you to actually sign on the bottle as well.
As we sign, I want to invite our heads of department, please come very quickly. We'll have a photo with the Honourable Minister and the board. So, Honourable Minister, we are bringing the pen and the marker for you. This will have a specific and strategic place here at Qcil, and we'll have both bottles that will be brought. Tim, please have all the bottles brought. So we'll sign all this, and everyone will have an opportunity to sign on the life size.
Yes, indeed, on the life size.
Yes.
So would like to ask that our Honourable Minister,
Yes.
who's here with us, and the directors and CEO sign on the bottle that was signed by our guest of honour.
Yes.
And then after that, after we are done with all the photographs, we'll invite all of you, our VIPs, to also come and sign on this life-size bottle.
Yes. And immediately after this, we'll have a photo with the heads of department, and we'll appreciate them because they are the champions of innovation, quality, affordability, name it. Here
All
at
the
Qcil.
core values are
Yes.
actually right up here on stage.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Morris. Quality, innovation, availability, affordability, trust is incredibly important with these treatments. And of course, one of our core values, life after well.
Yes, and our theme, 20 years of life after well. All right. And this will find a very beautiful place here at Qcil. And we appreciate that a chief guest left after he had signed our model. And it would be nice to have this as a key placement here at Qcil, wherever you can always have this photo when you come. And for the life-size bottle, we'll have every single one of us at least append their signature before they leave. Please do not leave, ladies and gentlemen. We have lunch. Lunch is available.
A delicious lunch
For
that is
everyone.
waiting for you. We also have some entertainment.
Yes.
One of Uganda's best bands will be
Janzi
joining
Band.
us to help us enjoy and properly celebrate 20 years.
Well,
so
now
we're going to take our next set of photographs.
Yes. And the photographers usually manage this part. It's not in our space to tell them what to do. They know what to do as long as the visibility is there. If the screens could have Qcil on them because of the photography, please.
So can we have the heads of department please join them on stage now for the next group of photographs? To all our heads of department that are here with us, please make your way to the stage. Please make your way to the stage for our next photograph. Kindly asking that you remain on stage for the photographs. Yes, to our team already on stage, please do not go down. Kindly asking that you remain, maybe just to the lower steps. I think the photographers will guide you. And then if we can have the heads of department standing behind you.
Yes, thank you, Tenko team, for the background logo. Yes, and these are our heads of department, and we want to appreciate them. So, ladies and gentlemen, may we appreciate our heads of department.
Round of applause for them. We have quality control.
Yes.
Quality assurance. Manufacturing.
Yes.
Packing.
Engineering.
Admin and human resource.
Yeah, they come under a lot of attack, human resource, especially from...
Well, Harrison knows what to do.
Yeah, but he's done a fantastic job
Yes,
here.
indeed.
Warehouse and stores.
and incredibly important, the safety department as well.
Yes, indeed.
So can we have a round of applause for all the departments that are doing amazing work here at Quality, that is Qcil, ladies and gentlemen. All right, thank you so much to all our heads of department.
And as we do that, we'll ask that the Honourable Minister stays. I think it would still be nice, the Minister and the board members. Please remain. You know, it's difficult to handle that.
Well, we've held them for quite some time, it would appear.
Yeah, well, we had one or two other pictures, but it's all right. We have drivers of these cars. Please move the cars. Organ, let's check what's happening. UAQ 767R. Honourable Minister, yes. We wanted the bishop in the photo. We want prayers, Honourable Minister.
And blessings.
Yes, and blessings. So we'll ensure that before we have lunch, the bishop will pray for us, and we'll make sure that there is a Bishop Huntington. Bishop Huntington, the minister, we want a photo. Please, Bishop, please come. We need to pray for her. She has a long journey ahead, and we are wishing her all the best. Honourable Minister, we are trying the vibe. Bishop, please come. And the Honourable Minister, we will make sure Qcil appears so they know where you are, Honourable Minister. Yeah, and then you can ensure Chairman joins you so that we know where you are. Yeah, we know where you are. It is evidence.
Yes,
evidence.
We did say that health and fitness are very important here at Qcil. So we apologize if we're making you get your steps in today, but that should be a good thing.
It would be nice to get OHT.
Yes, so if we can invite our representatives from the embassies as well, to all our guests on the first two tables here, if you could kindly join them on stage as well. Mr. Karisa, if you could join them as well for this photograph. To Susan as well, to everyone on that table, please make your way to the stage so that we can have another group photograph.
As I announced, there's drivers of car number UAQ 767R, UAQ 767R, and UBF 760A. Please move your cars, or at least go check what is happening around your cars. It would be nice to ensure that we are okay.
Again, we ask our photographers to kind of get us organized. Would you like someone on the lower step? Yes? Ladies and gentlemen, we are celebrating 20 years of life after well here at Qcil. And without these photographs, can we really say we were all here?
So that I don't lose the minister, this time I'm very organized. Rotary family, please come. Rotary family. I know all of you because it's easy to identify who you are. Your pins are there. We can see who you are. Rotary family, come. We want this photo. Chairman has asked for this photo. If you don't have a pin today, that would be very unfortunate. If you're a member of the Rotary family,
yes,
Rotary family, please come closer to the yellow.
Make your way
to the yellow, red carpet. Yellow, red, or red, yellow carpet. Right.
Red, yellow.
Well,
so if you can make your way up on stage, I think, and just step behind them.
Rotary family. We have club presidents. We have past presidents. We have former DGs, all here. We want to thank you. Honorable Minister, Rotary is joining you there. So the Rotary family. And this is a really powerful family that continues to change lives of our people. And we want to welcome you. Rotary family, Honorable Minister is joining you.
Continuing to do amazing work.
If you're part of our VIPs and you're a Rotary member, you just stay. Yeah, they're part of the, because I saw Keen. Where's Keen? Okay, was already there, so he needs to stay since he's part of the Rotary family. These are some of our presidents of Rotary, and some of the club presidents. Some are former presidents of Rotary, and others are members of the various clubs here in Uganda.
All across Uganda, yes indeed. So would like to just get a photograph now. So can we ask that you all step to
Rotary
the space
family
behind the minister?
Yes.
So we can have this photograph moment captured as well. And then we shall begin to move forward.
This is a very special photo for the chairman.
Yes, yes, it is indeed.
Yes.
He is a passionate Rotarian and has dedicated many years to service.
You mentioned band. There is entertainment
Yes.
coming out.
Yes, we do.
And
And,
we went- yeah.
Morris, something that the Honorable Minister touched on
Yes.
was the sickle cell plant.
Yes.
That maybe you may not know is actually already here, and it will be completely operational soon. And it's very exciting because the sickle cell plant will have a product called hydroxyurea, which is important since so many people, so many Ugandans suffer from sickle cells, and we lose many children every year. Can we have big smiles from all our guests? Okay, I think they're done. Can we have a round of applause for all our speakers today, for the celebrations? Yes, we need vibe from all of you. Okay, I think you're hungry.
I told you.
They're hungry?
I told you about these people. So we want to speak about ESG, which is a very critical part of our conversation. Yes, Chair. And we want to really appreciate Qcil as one of their key values. ESG is very critical.
Yes, indeed. Actually, along
in their
those
portfolio,
lines,
yes.
they have an effluent treatment plant here.
Yes, right
where
next to us here.
All the water that is used here at this facility is treated first. So it is all treated here, and they're making strides when it comes to ESG. We've talked about there's an area that is incredibly beautiful. I'm sure you'll notice it as you're heading out, that's full of trees, planting of trees, and conserving the environment.
Yes.
is something that's passionate.
Uganda Investment Authority. This
Yes.
is a very important component
Yes.
of our business, and I'm glad Chairman highlighted this, and he's been. Chair, let's have that mic on. Can we have the main mic on, please? Thanks.
Occasions like this can be very difficult, but it's my big mission and I take full responsibility. The chairman of Uganda Investment Authority is here together with a big team from Uganda Investment Authority. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for the partnership, and thank you, members from the Uganda Investment Authority. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you so much, Chairman, and we want to appreciate Uganda Investment Authority and all the other agencies, government agencies that are here that have been very supportive of Qcil. We were speaking about entertainment, but before that, I noticed someone left their debit card, and maybe Stanbic will be happy to know
wow.
that. Stanbic will be happy to know it's a Stanbic debit card, but
This is a very brave human being they've left behind their card.
Just check that it's not yours, because.
Oh, you're actually checking your pockets. I see you.
Yeah.
All
No,
the people who potentially could have misplaced it.
Yes, Stanbic debit card, if you misplaced it, please let us know. We'll hand it over to you. But also, we wanted to mention that there is lunch for everyone.
Yes, indeed.
Please don't leave before lunch, but only get to the serving center when the ushers have come to you. Please stay seated until an usher has come.
So ladies and gentlemen, in all your capacities, I think, Morris, it's only right that we ask all the staff from all the various departments here at Qcil to just stand up, and we give them a round of applause for the wonderful work they're doing.
Qcil
so to
staff.
all the family, the staff members of Qcil, wherever you are, stand up now for recognition. Yes, for the good work that you are doing. Can we give them a round of applause?
Now the rest of us need to applaud them. Can we give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen?
All right, thank you for all the wonderful work that
Please
you're
take your
doing.
seats. Yeah.
And make sure you tell your people that phase 2 is starting, and
Yes.
there are a lot of employment opportunities for over 700 people, right?
Yes.
That will be happening. Now, as Morris has mentioned, we have the amazing Janzi Band here to entertain you. We're celebrating with good food, good music. Again, kindly remain seated until the ushers will escort you to the lunch area. But for now, I would like to invite the Janzi Band up to take us on for some entertainment. So ladies and gentlemen, as we've mentioned, the amazing Jansi Band are actually on stage. And on behalf of the family here at Qcil, the board of directors, the executive, would like to thank the Honorable Minister and Permanent Secretary from the Ministry of Health, and to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, all our distinguished guests, thank you for being here.
We want to appreciate all of you, but in particular, everyone that has been part of this 20-year journey. Thank you so much. There is always a category we forget, the fourth estate, that tell the story of this journey. We want to thank you, members of the media, who will be spreading the word about the journey that we have come thus far as Qcil.
Yes,
we
indeed.
want to thank every one of you that made time to come and join us as we make this celebration. From myself and Christo, we want to appreciate you and thank you so much, and God bless. Janzi, just a minute. As I told you, the chairman is extremely keen on making sure we follow all the protocols. We must pray for the food. So, Bishop, I'm coming to you. Don't you worry. You don't have to come to me. We must pray for the lunch. And then we don't want to interrupt Janzi after that. Janzi, just a word of prayer, then over to you. The moment he's done, you can start.
May I request that we all stand as we honor God. Almighty God, we want to thank you very much for this day. And as we come to the end of this event, we want to thank you for your presence as we prayed right from the beginning. We thank you, Blessed Father, for Qcil and the great testimonies we have heard. This is you at work among your people. And we don't want to underestimate, neither to take it for granted. You have provided everything required to the point that now we are celebrating 20 years. Thank you, Blessed Father. Now, as we look forward, we just want to surrender everything to you, knowing that we can plan as people, but it's you, Lord, to fulfill those plans. So we just want to commit this plan to you, Lord, because without you we cannot do anything. Even as we read from Psalm 127, those who build without you, they labor in vain. But for what we have seen and what we have heard, we have seen you, Lord, encouraging and providing for your mission among your people. Now again, your children have prepared a meal for your children to enjoy as we continue to celebrate. It's our prayer, Blessed Father, that you sanctify every food that has been prepared, so that your children will take it, gain strength in order to continue to serve you. But we want to remember those who have nothing to eat. You, God, their Creator, it's our prayer and desire that you provide for them. Thank you, blessed Lord, for this moment. And we pray that, Lord, you dismiss us with your blessing. Now may the peace of God, which is greater than you can understand, keep your hearts and minds in the knowledge and love of God and of his Son, Jesus Christ. And the blessing of God Almighty, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, rest upon Qcil and its management, and all those who have prayed for remain with us now and forevermore. Amen.
Please take your seats, ladies and gentlemen.
patapa, nasi 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 patapa. Nasi patapa, nasi patapa, nasi patapa. Oi, ela, Africa. Olele hayo, lala, 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 lala. Oh yo, si patapa, nasi patapa, nasi patapa. Nasi patapa, nasi patapa, nasi patapa, nasi patapa, nasi patapa, walio patapa, nasi patapa.
Stuck on you. I've got this feeling down within my soul that I just can't lose. Guess I'm on my way. I needed a friend, and the way I feel now, I guess I'll be with you till the end. Guess I'm on my way. I'll be glad to stay. Oh, yeah, I'll be glad to stay. I'm stuck on you. I've been a fool too long. Now it's time for me to come on home. Guess I'm on my way. Just so hard to see that a woman like you could ever for a man like him. Guess I'm on my way. I'll be glad to stay. To stay. be glad to stay. Oh, I'm living on that midnight train tomorrow, and I know just where I'm going. I've auctioned my drivers and I throw them all away. Later, darling, I am coming home to stay. I am stuck on you. I've got this feeling down deep in my soul that I just can't lose. Yes, I'm on my way. I needed a friend, and the way I feel now, I guess I'll be able to till the end. Guess I'm on my way. I'm a big glad you stayed. You stayed. I'm a big glad you stayed.
Beautiful song with John Ziban.
And to all these some beautiful people, say, I guess now it's time
For me to give up.
I feel this time. I got a picture of you beside me. Got your lipstick mark still on your coffee cup. Ooh, yeah. And got a fist of you emotion. Got a head of shattered dreams. I gotta leave it, I gotta leave it all behind. Whatever I say, whatever I did, I just want you back for good. I want you back, I want you back for good. Whenever I'm wrong, just tell me the song, I will sing it. You'll be right and understood.
I want you back, I want you back.
Yeah, I want you back for good. Say, I know where, but I the line. I figured out the story, but it wasn't good.
No,
but in the corner of my mind, ooh, I celebrated glory, but it was not too real. In a midst of separation, you excited being free. Can't you find a little room inside for me? Yeah. Whatever I said, whatever I did, I just want you back for good.
I want you back,
I want you back, I want you back for good. Whenever I'm wrong, just tell me the song I was singing. You'll be right and understood.
I want you back, I want you back.
Yeah, I want you back for good. Come on.
Yeah. bigwawo oli mwetagala lyange gwe bulamu bwange oli kyawa nze siriwona essanyu lyonna linoonya yonna nalifuna mazima kati kuteekewa fitina nyingi tebatalaba oba kuweki baby kuweki munnange anakayimba k'omukwano kako kaveno ku mmeme sikwagala okusinga ensikweni ani kimanye sikwagala lwakuba sente siringa ebyo siringa abo nze omutima tegunoonya labo ezo sente bwe ziba zibuze zifune tusanyusa sente bwe ziba tufunye nga tuguma nga tubawo nze kati kuteekewa fitina nyingi tebatalaba oba kuweki baby kuweki munnange anakayimba k'omukwano kako kaveno ku mmeme sempulira kwagala okusinga ensikweni ani kimanye come on take me to the bridge take me to the bridge tekulituka lanzewe kwagala okutiralala gumya sita talajagala matira bakimanye zekati kuteekewa fitina nyingi tebatalaba oba kuweki baby kuweki munnange kalakayimba k'omukwano kako kaveno ku mmeme zempulira nkwagala kusinga ensikweni ani kimanye zakati kuteekewa oba nkuweki baby kuweki kalakayimba k'omukwano kako kaveno ku mmeme thank you.
Yeah. Whoa. I wanna wake up with you. I wanna be there when you open your eyes. I want you to be the first thing that I see. I wanna wake up with you. I wanna lay by your side, baby. I wanna feel every beat of your heart. I want you to be the first thing that I see. I wanna wake up with you. All the love inside me has been sleeping, waiting for the right time to come along. I'll give you the love that I've been keeping, baby, 'cause you can put the music on my song. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wanna wake up with you. I wanna be there when you open your eyes. I want you to be the first thing that I see. I wanna wake up with you. All this love inside me has been sleeping, waiting for the right one to come along. I'll give you the love that I've been keeping, baby. But you can put the music on my song. Hey, yeah. I wanna wake up with you. I wanna feel every beat of your heart. I want you to be the first thing that I see, baby. I wanna wake up with you. Yeah, God. Yeah, John Zabon. Ta-da-da-ta-ta-da. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. Ta-da-ta-ta.
Kubanga manje bamnyamo fasa naye wakubira wonziri zikwapa my baby zikwapa tuli mu byake yali one night nga buli wenzuku kayiwa me first sight yekwe yakula lokeza ni taita my baby zitaita nzene wange nasibayo mbwezi kumi wange zamubanda let's do it. It's my baby. See, I do believe in God. I do believe in God. Oh, I do believe in God. I do believe in God. Oh, come on. I'm gonna celebrate you like Christmas. Yenda kupendo ite Jesus.
See, I'm gonna celebrate you like Christmas. Yenda kupendo ite Jesus. See, wamana yo. See, I do believe in God. 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 Goes, yeah, yeah. Machozi ya moyo tinamalizika, leo nitalala na nani? We unaenda leo paka ni mawazo, leo paka ni kuwaza. We dada, rail on, rail on, rail on, rail on, sing master way, rail on, rail on, rail on, rail on, sing master way. Mawazo yapo ndani ya jango, kama we unapenda, we unaenda, we unaenda. You got me singing rail on, rail on, rail on, see master way. Rail on, rail on, rail on, rail on, seem that's the way.
love is only therapy. Real expensive and no guarantee. So I lie here on a couch with my heart hanging out, frozen solid with me like a rock in the ground. Say, but mommy, you give me courage I didn't know I had. She mommy, yeah, out of myself and into the fire. She here is how love was to me. I could look and not see, going through the emotions, not knowing what they mean. And it scared me so much that I just wouldn't back. No, I must stay there forever, if not for your touch. Yeah. Oh, but you move me. Yeah. You got me dancing and you make me sing. You move me. Yeah. Burning with love and with open desire. You You go whistling in the town, making light of it, making light of it. And I'm following my heart, laughing all the way. Say, oh, because you move me. You got me dancing and you make me sing. You move me. Now I'm taking delight in every little thing all you do. Keep every tear that won't interrupt. That you love me, but just to run. Thank you.
Hello, Zanzibar.
Sababu ya upendo, pili pili baby, mitemo chumi ya kunyunyiza, yanayobora kupitiliza, imeumaliza mwendo, kiukweli napenda, nashangaa na haya maro shidani, nimekolea benzini, shidani, baby uko moyoni. Wewe nakupenda we, nakutaka we, wako sijiwezi. Ama baby mpenzi we, roho yangu we, wako sijiwezi. Oh mama, yeah. Jukira kagambo kako kampika tono Nasi wangu makambisa Ina ibitsu gego ya kubanyo Oh oh se Katitokendeza Jotusanga Nina monte Kumana na kabika Katitokendeza Baby Jotusanga Sobola zembiva okuba binomyo mutima okamala naye wansomera wanyati anumya ngate era wenzira zebuli wenkulaba nsanyukira ondowooza katonda yakundotera gwejjukira akagambo kaako kampi katono kansi wangomuma gwembisoera ebintu byebyo byakuba nnyo yakitokendeza Jotusanga Nina monte Kumola na kwabika Katitokendeza Baby Jotusanga Come on
door. Obusikini panachoro, imana chupa gazi momo, wane nuniu gana yumi. Yeah, what am I looking for? See my God, he don't bless me, oh. He give me you, give you me. Yeah, Obusiki mel na chose so, Obusiki mel mi chose me. And I say you, now you gon' love for me. Yeah, see I don't go. Abuko. When I call your name, shakara for me. I said, oh, ma. I'm gonna be a Romeo, you gon' be my Julie. I said, oh, ma. I'm gonna be a Romeo, you gon' be my Julie. Give me your heart, I no go far away. Give me your love, I no go you to play. Carry me, go me, no go far away from you. It's just me and you. Oh, come on and give my baby, me and you. Oh, come on and give my baby, oh. Obusiki mel na chose so, Obusiki mel mi chose me. And I say you, now you gon' love me, yeah. See, I don't go. Abuko. When I call your name, shakara for me. I said, oh, ma. I'm gonna be a Romeo, you gon' be my Julie. I said, oh, ma. Said I'll be a Romeo, you gon' be my Julie. You know, Ali said dance kele. Il dance kele, oh. Il dance kele. He dance kele, oh. Il kele. Arada. Il dance kele, oh. Il dance kele, oh. Zanzibar. Sherry, give me overdose. I step on it, be my Hallelujah. Mono station, man of a Honda. Shilaya goes in the Memona. I am so down, sitaenda to my belle, my choice ya kwanza. I am so down, sitaenda, Chamarenga, just show me that she loves me back. Yeah, unsanze mundu nasi, yeah, nisanze mundu na menye. Nisanze mundu nasi, yeah. Nisanze mundu na menye. Ona nasikosa, yeah. Nisanze mundu na menye. Ona nasikosa, yeah. Nisanze mundu na menye. Let me be your Superman. I will be your wonder superwoman. Yeah, the better moteni mezibiwa. Nakatuga down to the KGL. In my taste, your melanin in no makeup. Oh man, and you look so fire. Love me, I am so down. Sitarenga. To my belle, my choice ya kwanza. I am so down, sitarenga, chamarenga, just show me that she loves me back. Yeah, nisanze mundu nasi, yeah, nisanze mundu na menye, nisanze mundu nasi. Oh, my.
Okozilana lifute.
Boki boko na nongie.
Banati la balufuna. Mutulu tuli ifuli kuleka. Banati la balufuna. Mutulu tuli ifuli kuleka. Usamana mama, kamanzi nawe. Okozilana lifute.
Boki boko na nongie. Usamana mama, kamanzi nawe.
Okozilana lifute.
Boki boko na nongie. Ela Mopimba. This is Zanzibar, ladies and gentlemen. Ela Zanzibar, hey mama, Uganda music. Ela leta mabe. Abakyala balungi bangi bazalibwa mu Uganda. Sirabanga mulungi asinga gw'ensongo mama. Abakyala balungi bangi bazalibwa mu nsi yonna. Sirabanga mulungi asinga gw'ensongo mama. Wankolera enviiri ezagowa. Nze wankolera akayindo ak'ekiraalo. Wankulira mafiga nfudde nze. Songo wankulira embeere. Wankulira ekiwato mama. Natongo,
Natongo we. Mama Natongo. Tenya kusinga.
Natongo, Natongo we. Natongo, tenya kusinga. Ile. Ebla, 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 Obiba, Leta, 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 my baby. Is it not getting